Blake Burr, what's going on? Butler, I don't know why I said Blake Burr. Hard to see that from over there. But what's going on, guys? And welcome to Tradeskills. This is episode 208. Today we're doing news, we're doing horoscopes, beer, shocking news. You guys will be hearing it first, hearing it here first. And eels, apparently. I'm Bumio. This is Jake. I bring the beer. He brings the weird. We actually both collectively do the beer, but I feel like we've been doing it this long that it might as well continue doing it. It's not up. No. There's no point in putting it on until I don't need double voices coming through. Jeez. But what's going on, guys? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive into some beer because I feel like that's kind of what kicks off the show. I mean, the show isn't just about beer, but I feel like beer helps.
Man, you want to drink, I know it's controversial, but you want to drink the espresso martini first.
Yeah, let's run it.
Cool.
So I feel like we've had this before, but you know, whatever. T-cursion, I feel like we've had it.
I would think I would remember a black tea IPA.
I don't know where my notebook's at that shows.
It's fine.
Oh, that's the one you want to get into.
Yeah, you want to drink a nice one first?
Yeah. The Prairie. If it's Prairie, it's going to be a banger, no matter what. Prairie. Prairie always puts out good beer.
They do sell beer?
We have currently their Spicy Pickle Monster beer in our restaurant at Butchertown Hall. The Spicy Pickle Monster, and it's actually pretty good. So that's one that you actually probably would like, Jake, because when you drink it, you're like, there's no pickle in this. And at the very end, you're like, it feels like I had eaten a pickle about 5 minutes ago. Oh. So it's not super in the front. Yes, pour it up, man. And then tell us a little bit about this beer.
All right.
Yeah, see. We did it on our Tetris beer episode.
That was a weird.
Not that there was anything about Tetris or beer. Betsy, what's going on? And Zach McBrayer, the guy. Oi, what is going on? I'm wearing this because this is not a Highlander episode. There can be only one. This is a news, horoscopes, eels, and craft beer episode. So nothing out of the norm for us, right? Nothing too strange.
Right.
Tell us, Jake.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, Prairie Brewing Company,
Espresso Marty.
Yeah, it's a barrel-aged imperial stout, coffee, vanilla, espresso, and caramel.
I keep forgetting where Prairie's from. Are they from Ohio?
Yes.
And I mean, I don't really like a lot of things in Ohio, which is why I don't know how I feel about that. If they are, I would be hurt.
I was just kind of saying that. I'm not entirely sure. No, they're from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Wow, this is 15.2%.
Oh boy, let's start it off right, Jake.
I don't know.
Cheers. Wah, 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 wah. I just smelled it. I don't even got a chance to try it yet. I'm just smelling it.
It tastes like an espresso martini. Do we have a coupe in there?
It has a little spice in there somewhere.
I have an idea.
I don't want to drink it out of anything else.
Oh, wait. Let's see how this works.
Oh boy. We don't have a coupe, but he's going to look for one. He wants to make some kind of espresso martini in a martini glass. Just Jake being Jake. Can't help how Jake's going to be. Just Jake being Jake. You guys know. Either way, episode 208. So I'm super excited that we've made it this far. We did take, I think this is our first episode in we took 3 weeks off or something like that. Yeah. Oh boy. What you got going on, Jake?
See if it gets frothy. Obviously, there's no ice in here.
It's a beer. It's gonna get frothy, Jake. It's a carbonated beverage.
No, I wanted it to have like that. Same way that like an espresso martini would, you know, where it's like almost looks like nitro. There it goes. It's gonna explode. Yeah, it's going for that look. I have a lot of carbonation.
Here, I'll zoom it in for you, Jake. Here you go.
It doesn't matter. Just drink the damn beer, Brandon. Good.
It is. It's definitely a.
Tastes like an espresso.
What's up, Kip? Kip Dupree. What's going on? Boy. Hoo hoo hoo. My baby Alicia's watching.
Hi.
Yeah, so that is a boozy boy. Actually,
camera mount thing now.
Now that she's here, I'll use this glass. This is a great glass to use it. And I will put a little bit of a pour one out for a homie. She said donations, or I don't know exactly what like a tip thing. I don't know. she came up with some kind of reason for her to come in and try each of these beers. Last time we did the episode, we just got totally into it, and we just chugged down all of the beer, and she was like, oh, did you save me some beer? And I was like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. So, yay, beer for the poor. I mean, we do be poor, but we make bad life choices, like, all of this camera gear. I mean,
I've made life choices. Yes.
Dude, I've got ridiculous amount of money spent on all of this. Ridiculous. And if I tried to sell any of this, I mean, I probably wouldn't get. If I sold all of this gear, I probably wouldn't get more than $3,000. Which is sad.
That is sad.
By how much I've put in it, for sure.
It's a sad thing. Brendan, buy me a motorcycle, please.
Pass. I'm gonna pass on that one, Jake.
Brandon, come on.
Let's see.
I know that you know that you want to. You know that you know. Or I know that you know that you don't know that you want to.
I don't want to.
That's just what you think. That's just what you think. You don't want to because you don't know.
Tim, Kim, what's going on, man? How's the biz going? I saw that collaboration you had not too long ago. I think it was a collaboration with. Was it Nukes?
Changing the subject, eh? Changing the subject.
Oh, I was ignoring you. I'm sorry.
Cool.
But yes, beer for the poor. So whenever they come in and they want this beer, it's here for them.
I think.
Tell me what you think, Jake.
I was not thinking, actually.
I'll tell you what I think. Crank Jake's mic up a twinge. He's a little low.
All right. Okay.
There you go. Thanks, man. Thanks, Zach coming in there with the
just extra whispery.
Yeah, I think so. What it is that I've in this. It's like a Rodecaster Pro 2. I've modified my mic to be a little more boomy and more like radio voice. So I kind of like looked online and saw like the settings to get this like kind of radio sound, and that's what I set it to. And Jake and the other microphones aren't set that way. You can try the other mic, Jake, if you want.
Fuck you. Works.
It does work. It does work. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by the community guidelines. Sounds great.
Oops. Did I just break the rules?
Yes. No, you didn't.
I love breaking the rules.
I'm, she, her, sir. Who are they? I mean, she asked for the poor, so whenever you're ready for it, it's here.
For the poor.
Oh boy. Yours is fantastic. Thank you. I probably should modify Jake's to be a little more like that too. Tiger beer appears the most popular beer in Vietnam.
Tigers?
Tiger beer. So I know you've gotten your like liquor license recently at Viet Pho. How well is that done? That people were able to, when they go in and buy a big bowl of pho, that they can get Tiger beer or any other kind of beer, Corona if they wanted. How has that worked for you? Has it been successful? Has it been a waste of money, a waste of time? Just wondering. Anyways, Jake's looking at
motorcycle stuff.
You're looking at the striped motorcycle pants. I feel like you have some. Oh, you have the jacket.
Yeah, the striped jacket.
Yeah, I saw somebody with those. Like the prison pants that you're looking at. The striped prison pants.
Hipster, yeah.
They're extremely hipster. I think I was out with Alicia, and we were out at Redheaded Stranger, and there was a guy that had, I think he had like, yeah, he had like a mustache. I think he had a.
No, I was there for that.
Mullet. You were?
Yep.
He had like this like.
He had 3 mullets.
Mullet, mohawk kind of thing, like it was shaved on the side. It's mullet. And yeah, he looked like he was like a really hipster prisoner. Says I just got back from Vietnam. We got approved for beer. That's awesome. I'm excited, man. I should be in town. I think Alicia and I are coming towards the end of September because Pretoria has like some kind of event going on the 30th, some kind of large festival. And since I moved, I haven't made any of those. And Brandon and Dave, radio personalities up there at Pretoria Radio, have been getting my ass for not doing it. Speaking of Pretoria Radio, did you know that I can remotely do that from here? I can still be a radio personality.
Why not?
From here.
Why not do that?
I mean, there's probably some nights that I could do it. We'll find out soon. We'll do a soft opening, and we are planning to do renovation. Yeah, just make sure you don't have, that last guy that came and looked at your renovations and said it looked like shit. Remember you were telling me about that? It was a guy coming in, and he was like a mutual friend of ours or acquaintance or something, and he came in the place and was like, oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. And Tim was like, man, what the fuck, man? I just spent so much time and money. You're going to drag me through sounds good, brother. See you then. Yeah, man. Yeah, sounds good.
Indeed.
Woo! That's got some sting to it. So, guys, we have news today, Jake. How are you going to run the news?
Oh, boy.
Because Jake surprisingly is a great newscaster. He's running kind of the, what would you say this was? The newsboy kind of vibe today? We need you a newsy cap.
Yeah, I don't have a news cap.
Hear ye.
What?
Hear ye. News.
A town crier?
Town crier, yeah. If you guys haven't followed us, we do have a YouTube, and YouTube is mostly like a dump. It's not a dump. It is a place that whenever the show goes live, YouTube, it has backlogged on all of it because Twitch actually only saves it for a week, whereas YouTube saves it for eternity, as far as I know. The foreseeable future. So you can go back, if you can look on Tradeskills podcast on YouTube, type that in, Tradeskills podcast, and that's us. And if you look under playlists, you'll see like 160, 170 episodes. So you'll see a bunch of our like really old episodes, not all of them, but you'll see all of them up to a certain point. Once we started adding Restream to the mix, where it pushed it to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, that's when it started then. So you'll find all those old episodes. You can see kind of how we started, how bad it looked, and then how bad it still looks. So not much has changed there. Todd, what's going on, man?
Town criers, their thing. I like that they're traditionally they just dressed crazy, it says.
Well, they want to draw attention to themselves, and people are like, who's this lunatic? And then they're like, news here, Queen of England farts on a biscuit and sells it for 2.5 quid. And then they're like, I need that paper. Yes. Anyways, so we are Tradeskills podcast on YouTube. We're Tradeskills P, the letter P as in podcast, on Twitter, or as I guess it's called X now. Elon Musk. Yeah. So we're on, obviously, if you're watching this on Facebook, you're seeing it under me, Bummio Brandon. And then, have you shared it yet? so people can follow from your side, people who don't know me, that are your friends. You haven't, you son of a bitch. Lauren Cooper or Lee Pilcher, right, what's going on?
Give me a second. In Goslar, Germany, a town crier was employed to remind the local populace not to shit in the river the day before water. The day before they brewed beer. It's okay 2 days before, though.
Heads up. Don't shit in the water. We're brewing in 2 days.
That's terrifying. Terrifying.
We're making a stout, so maybe one day. Okay, just give us 1 day. Like this dark boy here. What'd you say? It's 15%?
15.2.
15.2. This is Espresso Marty Prairie Artesian Ales from Oklahoma.
Oh, look. This is a town crier in England.
Oh, yeah. They jingle the bell.
Yeah.
If I see somebody like that, I assume they're going to be outside of Walmart or something, and they're going to be asking me for donations for Salvation Army.
Right.
God, it's doing something strange. All right, we're back to good.
Right. Oh, God. I gotta wake up. I'm sleepy. Hang on.
Jake is always perpetually sleepy. Darren, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. We are reviewing beer. We're going to have some news, so we're going to go to Jake to the news here shortly. I think around 9:30, we're going to have news. 9:30 Central Standard Time. And at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, Brando Damas is going to bring you predictions and horoscopes. So if you're curious, stick around. Because they are zingers and they're zany. Yes.
Yes, they are zany.
They are zany.
We're zany people.
Yes. So I got an espresso Marty over here, and then Alicia brought me a cold brew coffee with some almond milk over here. So I'm doubling down. I'm Dublin, Ireland. Let's try them together.
Oh, really?
No, I was gonna say it's better, but it's not. Rocky, what's going on, man? What are you reading, Jake?
Right now?
Whenever you're ready for the news, let me know.
Oh yeah. I gotta warm up to it, man.
You gotta warm up to it.
Yeah, I'm reading through some of the headlines, the potential headlines here.
Okay.
Some of them are good. Some of them are pretty like okay. I mean.
So if you can see from the hat, so one of our beers that we have for tonight is called Fusion Smiggles, and for some reason, Pontoon does this Smiggles. It's like Skittles kind of thing. I don't know, but there is a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas reference on here that I am about. I don't know if you can see that there. Yes, I'm about it. So I have my Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas hat, or actually my Hunter S. Thompson hat, but you know, same, right? Same. So I'm representing, and then, you know, I've got this. I mean, I don't know if this is like a newscaster or a private detective. I don't know. Maybe this is like, this is, what is it called? Samurai Detective Brothers? Samurai Cop Bros?
Samurai Cop Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
We need to finish that movie.
Thanks for the shout out, brother. Hope all is well. Everything is good. Everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hope's well with you as well. We are drinking some Danker craft beer. This is Prairie Artisan Ales Espresso Marty. It's 15.2% ABV, so that's a boozy boy. And as you've noticed, it's so boozy that Jake and I have still a lot left.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I find that you are definitely getting the coffee. The coffee's in there, but the thing is with a lot of these high ABV beers is that they kind of overcompensate with sweetness. So if it's like 15%, 12 to 15% or even higher than that, for some reason there's just a lot of sugar in there. Maybe that's to cover up the booziness, but they're usually a little too sweet for me and not really my taste. It's still a good beer. Prairie always like comes through, but it is a little sweet for my taste. There is a time and a place for this. Somebody out there loves this beer. Would you pair this with anything, Jake?
I would drink this with coffee.
You would drink this with coffee, okay. Most people would say a stout like this, you would probably eat it with barbecue or drink it with barbecue or something, maybe Mexican food, something spicy. Jake says coffee. I would drink coffee beer with coffee.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
All right. There's a logic there. I mean, I don't understand it, but it's, you know.
Coffee goes good with other coffee.
Right.
Backtrack me.
You know what, Jake? Whatever makes you happy. The great prophet Ebony once said, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out Ebony.
Thanks, B.
Not that she's watching this, but shout out Ebony. And I thought that was like I thought it was a term of endearment. But apparently that's like her way of like maybe talking shit. Like, if you like it, I love it. Like, it's like, it's whatever. Like, I don't fucking care. That's maybe her thing with it.
I'm reading through my prompts.
You got 9 minutes, Jake, until the news.
No. I'm
You better get on that shit.
Reading through my prompts, I'm like a little disappointed in ChatGPT.
You're breaking the fourth wall, Jake. They need to know that the news
have the fourth wall.
They need to know it's right here, babe. No. You heard me mention Ebony? If you like it, I love it. I said the great saint or the great prophet once said, if you like it, I love it. Huh? No. It was just some silly shit Jake was saying, so I said, yeah.
Why is that rubbing?
Yeah, it is very sweet, isn't it? So a lot of times they overcompensate with sweetness. Okay. Thank you for coming in, babe. If you like it, I love it. Right on. All right, Jake.
All right. I'm consulting the AI god.
Jake, we need to find something to do. If you didn't know this, no. If you didn't know this, I've been holding on to bottle caps for probably like 9 months.
Because you're a hoarder.
No, I feel like there's something we can do with those. I don't know if that's.
We can start a landfill.
I don't know if that's building a frame, putting a bunch of them in there, filling it with an epoxy, and putting an LED light on it and making a display with it. I don't know. Oh God. The camera's doing silly things. It read my hand. And here, I guess I'll show off this beer. I think it's this gesture. Yeah. There's the beer. That is the Marty beer. That is the Espresso Marty from Prairie Artisan Ales.
Ooh.
And I don't know if that's as close as it gets, but it might be. I might be able to get closer, I don't know. We got our beer Bible book up there, you know. I like it. If you look over on the, I guess it would be the right on your, in the camera, it would be the right. On our side, it would be the left. But this mug with a face on it is actually Devin Cole from Hot Glass Academy. That's something he made for an episode we did in the past. So, a little call back there. I'll move some stuff around for a second.
Oh wait, what are you doing? Wait, you're to make room for the thing. Hold it up.
No. I was just, I was just being a silly goose. Just going to another camera because we can. All right, Jake. You got 5 minutes until the news, Jake. And in 5 minutes, I'm hitting them with the.
You can't do that early.
I did it prematurely. I'm sorry. Let's see, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for the show. No, thank you for tuning in, Rocky. Lee, what's going on, Jake? You still fixing on amps?
Still work on amps a little bit.
Yeah. Jake's actually got some. Yeah, he's got some pretty serious guitars in the shop. You probably got what, 6, 7 guitars from people that you're working on currently.
Yeah.
At least. I mean, do you own both of these guitars back there?
No, those are for customers.
They've been waiting for like fucking...
Yeah, they just won't pick them up.
Oh, you're done with them?
Yep.
Oh. Did you make them sign a contract that after a certain amount of time that their guitars forfeit? You should.
Well,
I mean, I guess that's a bad business practice to have, right?
Yeah, it would be better not to resort to selling people's guitars. I just want them to come get them.
Be like, please,
I text them.
For the love of God, all that is holy.
I text them once a week.
Please come pick up just tell them, hey, your guitar is out in the yard. And watch, they'll be here in fucking 10 minutes. Man. And then they'll show up and they'll look for the guitar and they're like, where's it at? I thought it was in the yard. And you were like, no, I was lying. I just wanted you to pick up your guitar. Man. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your service. And yeah. 4 minutes until news, 36 minutes. Something like that. 30-something minutes until your horoscope. So if you're curious about what's in store for you soon, Brando Damas will let you know. Shared a video. Thanks, love. Hope it's this video you shared. What are you doing, Jake?
Trying to find ChatGPT headlines here that don't suck. And most of them are bad.
Type within the style of Night Vale and the Onion.
No. Hang on.
Heard.
Wait, what?
Heard.
No, I'm just kidding.
I am sweating in this.
I feel like I've got it sort of figured out. But it's like just
I am sweating in this fucking... God damn. Oh, that shit's strong. Look at Jake just smiling over here like he's got some good. Alan, what's going on, man?
It might be good. I don't know.
Alan with the mystery beers. We've done like 3 episodes, 4 episodes, maybe. 4 episodes I think we did at Manor House. So shout out Alan, shout out Manor House. Very accommodating, and he is on his shit. So if he says he's going to do something, he's going to put 100% in it. So it was great having episode. Like, he hid all kinds of stuff in the background. He had a mystery beer. He had all kinds of. It was awesome. It was great. It was awesome at the very beginning of our show to have somebody have to humor us. You know, to think what we did was maybe a good job, or that what we're doing is awesome, or even just, like I said, just to humor us. I think that's awesome.
I almost threw my phone across the room just now. ChatGPT. I've lost faith.
Well, I mean,
let me tell you why I've lost
all
faith.
good here, guys. Awesome to hear it. I'm sure the Valentine's Day deal was going on great, and you made awesome. I feel like the last time I saw you, I think I saw you before Valentine's Day, and then I saw you like one time at Publix, but we were kind of in passing, and we didn't really get a chance to talk too much. But I hope all is well with you. Hope you're making all of that money at the Manor House. Jake's over here just goof trooping it right now.
Yeah, all right. So, okay, so finally, after maybe 60 different headlines, I found one that I was like, all right, it's not bad. It's like lone jukebox.
You can't read it yet. Oh, it is news. It's time for news.
I'm just gonna make it up as I go along.
No, we're getting ready for news.
Go ahead. Yeah, hit me. I don't care.
Going to Jake with the news. Breaking news from Jake.
Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm here with the news. Last surviving library becomes sanctuary for book worshipping doomsday cult. That sounds fun. Let's see what there is to say about that.
Yes, we answered your question. Jake is fixing amps, but mostly Jake is fixing guitars.
Yeah.
Repairing high-profile guitars and low-profile guitars and guitars in general. Sorry, back to the news, Jake.
Thank you. Never interrupt me again, Brendan. Ever again. Ooh, okay. ChatGPT just threw a curveball here. Gave me something totally different, actually. Oh shit. Yeah, you know what? The news is bad. The world's ending. Aliens are real. And eels are raining from the heavens. And which is kind of cool, actually.
Jake, you gave us 1 fucking minute of news.
Wait.
1 minute of news, Jake. That is disappointing.
ChatGPT, I tried to get it to write me a good news bit, and it sucks right now. Read this. It's crap. Read it. It's terrible. It can't do any better. I can't get it to give me a good thing.
Greetings, intrepid adventurers.
No, don't actually read it. It's really bad.
Of the unknown, and welcome to the edge of reason in the world on the brink.
I hate it.
I'm your host, Enigmatic Jake, and tonight I've got a tale that'll make enigmatic Jake. And tonight I've got a tale that'll make you question the very fabric of reality. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into the final emoji translation, the cryptic message that leaves all of us wondering in the twilight of our existence. Jake, you should have just typed, like, give me 10 brief, silly news.
I did. I tried that. It keeps doing it just does its own thing.
You failed me, Jake. You failed me.
Wait, no, hang on. One of my favorite ones here. So this one actually.
I like that I'm completely like fucking invisible right now.
Yes, that happens sometimes too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, NVIDIA. They're the ones that have this, like, no need for a green screen if you have a 3090 whatever. Anyways, back to it, Jake. If this is so, what's up, David Jones? If this is too loud, if that background news is too loud, let me know. It sounds loud in here, but whenever I recorded it and listened to it earlier, it did not sound loud. It was actually kind of mild. So yeah, let us know.
Pretty good one. Let's see. Cannibal chefs win Michelin star for exquisite food. Okay.
Just say, expand upon all of these with 3 sentences.
I already tried that, eh? It wants to give me a whole explanation.
All right, that's kind of the point when saying expand upon it. Anyways, Jake, continue with the news. Jake, you have failed me. You had one job, Jake. You had one job.
I've been trying for like 2 hours.
Give me the news, Jake. How are you? The last time we did this, you killed it. You killed it, Jake.
That time the AI was writing good shit.
This time, Jake.
And
this time you have failed me.
It was really easy. I thought it would just wait. Hang on. Let me tell you what. I'm gonna see if I have my old chat here, because that one actually was good.
Jake's still a bit low.
Hang on a sec. That's fine. Let's see if we can find this real fast. Ooh.
Jake has failed me with the news. You're listening to Tradeskills News, where Jake fails constantly with the news.
Wait, shut the fuck up. I forgot about this. I asked ChatGPT to write me a haiku that's also a palindrome last week. Like, I need a haiku palindrome, and this is what I got. Abel was I, Saul wars, I saw, I was able.
Trash.
You don't like it? I like Saul wars.
Jay, give us some damn news.
I'm working on it, man.
The news, Jake. Onward with the news.
Hang on. I'm trying to find the last time we did this because then it was giving me good stuff.
All right, that was the news.
For
Jake
now,
will be back.
We'll come back.
Jake will be back shortly with the news.
You tried to send me in unprepared.
I didn't set you up for failure, Jake.
Yes, you did. I said, hey, I'm not ready yet. And then you're like, all right, we're going anyway.
I was like, Jake, we're going on the news at 9:30. And Jake's like, yeah, I'll be ready. I got so much stuff primed up.
I was looking.
You didn't have shit, sir. So, Jake, so let's go ahead. You've just slightly sipped on this beer. I want to go ahead and get into our next beer and talk about our next boozy boy. Should we go into this stout here? This is the Black and White Chocolate. It's an imperial stout with chocolate and Madagascar vanilla beans. I think that'll be a good segue.
Let's sing this.
No.
Come on. A Gregorian chant about Ash Ketchum?
No.
Come on.
You're more than welcome to, Jake. And I'll give you the spotlight if that's something you want to do.
No, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that.
Are you sure?
I'm like 60% sure. I don't want to do that.
I'm not sure if I believe you, sir.
What I really want is I want us to sing this Gregorian chant about Pokemon.
I'll give it to you. You can do it.
No, you have to.
It requires both of us to be in sync.
Come on.
No.
Brandon, you just don't.
But I do feel like the listeners want to hear that.
They do.
Yes, my love. She said, babe. She's probably telling me to like leave Jake alone about the news. It's quite possible. But you know.
We'll figure. We've got more news.
We got more news.
On the
way.
The problem with the apocalypse is it's hard to talk.
We'll talk about eels.
I do like the concept of eels.
Finding an entrance where they can.
Eels are fun. Hang on. Let's just
burn through your mind, through your tummy, to your anus. Eels. Eels. Need 101 facts about eels.
Yes. All right. Are you ready for eel facts, Brandon? Isn't this exciting?
Yes. Take us to the eel news, facts. Jake.
Okay.
Coming to you with eel news. 101 facts about eels.
Eels. Eels are a type of fish belonging to the order Anguilliformes. They have a snake-like appearance due to their elongated bodies.
All right.
Eels can be found in both freshwater and saltwater environments. Some species of eels live both in freshwater and migrate to the ocean to reproduce. Eels are known for their impressive ability to travel long distances. Eels have a slime
and that
layer
was
on their
eel
skin.
news.
Wait, some eels exhibit bioluminescence. Bioluminescence.
Wow, it's showing. That's YouTube's way behind.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, though, we're watching this on a couple different platforms just to kind of. I'm keeping track of the lag for the different things. So if I do a clap.
Oh, okay. So this is actually pretty good. Go back.
There's
all right,
Facebook.
All right, go back to me. I got some good shit. Come back to me. We're going to.
And there is Twitch. Way behind.
All right, Brandon. Let's open the hell beer.
The hell beer.
Or another beer.
Okay.
Think hell beer?
Hell beer. Pour it up.
Hell beer. This is Beer for Hell by Off Color Brewing. It is literally like it's a Helles box style ale. Okay, I don't know.
Is it the Helles?
The Helles?
The Helles style beer?
It's a Helles style beer, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, dude. All right.
Nice setup. Hey, thanks.
So go back to me with the...
Techno RL. Thank you.
Brandon, I'm going to give these people the real facts they want.
Are you saying we should go back to...
Go back to me with the ill facts. It got funny.
Do you want more news with the ill facts?
News and ill facts. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Completely dead air.
Hey, wait.
Give me the camera. I have
No,
news.
wait.
Goes to Jake. No news at all. Jake stands there blankly. He's fucking rebooting.
Cheers, goddamn.
It's fun green screen setup. Thank you.
Cheers, you fuck. All right.
Cheers.
Some
Prost.
eel species are ambush predators, lying in wait for prey to come within striking distance. Eels have been mentioned in literature and poetry throughout history, often symbolizing mystery and the unknown. Eels are the only fish known to communicate with each other through dance routines. Eels have a secret society that meets underwater to discuss global environmental issues.
Okay.
Eels are able to predict earthquakes by wiggling their bodies in a certain pattern. This is a fascinating one.
Well, these actual facts.
Yeah,
Are these insanity created by an AI system? While he's doing that, if you guys
Eels
wanna
have their
see.
own version of social media where they post selfies and underwater travel
I was
diaries.
trying to see if this can, but it doesn't actually read me as a real person, so it's not doing the gesture. It's it's fine.
Well,
It's whatever.
oh well.
It's whatever. Back to Jake. Eels generally have good credit scores.
It's not true. It's just not true. I wouldn't believe it.
Eels prefer small, compact cars, and they hang their heads out of their windows
Some
to drive.
species of eel possess the ability to teleport short distances.
Okay.
Kind of interesting. Eels have their own version of the Olympics where they compete in events like synchronized swimming and eel wrestling. Good.
Eel wrestling. Okay.
Eels.
We've banned eels from applying to credit card loans in Denmark. Oh, Denmark.
That's actually good to know.
Yeah, I've been there. That's a cool place.
Fucking eels, man. All right. I don't want to hear any more about eels for the rest of the night. I don't want to talk about eels anymore. That's it. That's all I had to talk about.
All right. And that was the news. We're going to go back to a camera that's like not greened up. Yeah, that's better. Jake's still getting it. So Jake, what do you think about this beer? I'm going to try again. Let's see if I can. I'll turn off this, and we'll get the camera to look at the actual beer we're drinking. That is the beer we're drinking. It's called Beer for Hell. Yeah. Anyways, that's the beer.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's quite tasty.
Yeah.
All right.
You said this was a Helles?
Dude, it's a Helles style lager. The real
Therein
reason
lies the joke.
The real reason socks disappear in the laundry is that they go on secret quests to rescue lost buttons.
Jake, you're supposed to be doing news. Well, in 15 minutes, guys, we're going to have zodiacs, your horoscopes. So I'll tell you what is in store for you.
Gravity.
Hope you're excited about that.
Gravity is just a myth created by the Earth to keep us from floating away into space because the Earth loves us.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
It says there was an eel in Denmark that. Okay, so I'll reread this. There was an eel in Denmark being granted $1 million for a house loan due to banker drinking Tuborg Carlsberg for 24 hours straight. Okay. There was an eel in Denmark being granted $1 million for a house loan due to the banker drinking Carlsberg for 24 hours straight. So this eel bamboozled and basically got this banker drunk and got a ridiculous loan, is what it sounds like to me. Eels be doing that though. They're wiggly bunch.
Pretty wiggly. Yeah. I don't like eels. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Dude, whenever I was scuba diving, like diving down deep, you would just see the eels. And they're not swimming about.
See the eels.
So you're swimming down, right? And there's these crevices, and then you'll see this massive, like, Doberman Rottweiler head of an eel sticking out, and they've got their mouth open. Which, I realize, like, they're not trying to attack you. As long as you don't break the rule of don't fuck with shit underwater, you're good to go. So they'll just sit there with their mouths open and just kind of do this, which I found out it's them breathing. But for me, that was terrifying because their heads are huge. And I was like, this thing could tear me up. Mm-hmm. It says, all blue ribbon eels undergo an immense transformation within their lifetime. At birth, they begin the switch and become females, although seemingly remarkable. Okay,
I love the interaction, but why are people sending us eel facts now?
Okay, so I'm gonna reread this. Alan Van Hook said, all blue ribbon eels undergo an immense transformation within their lifetime. At birth, they begin life as males, and then they mature and they make the switch and become females. Although seemingly remarkable, in the fish world, this occurs more than you might think. Oh, why? Right on.
Why is everybody sending us eel facts?
Very androgynous eels. You know what? They, them, I approve of your eel transformation, and you be you, and you be happy, eel, with whatever you decide, whether you're male to female, female to male, whatever makes you happy, eel, you run with it.
Ooh, the Eiffel Tower was originally constructed to communicate with aliens.
Okay. Eels up inside you, finding an entrance where they can. Burrowing through your mind, through your tummy, through your anus. Eels. Eels are creepy.
I just typed eels. I like that.
It says, read what it says.
It says, I just typed eels, and ChatGPT says, it seems like you have eels on your mind. You still have eels on your mind. Is there anything specific you would like to know or discuss about eels? Feel free to, I'm just going to say eels again.
Eels.
If you have a question or topic related to eels, please let me know. I'm here to help with any information you need. I'm going to type it in all caps this time.
With an exclamation point.
Okay. Eels.
The AI is like, I can't deal with this.
I see you're quite enthusiastic about the topic of eels. Is there something specific you'd like to know or discuss about eels? Feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to assist you. All right, ... Eels, question mark? It seems you're interested in discussing eels. Is there a particular aspect of eels you'd like to know more about or talk about? Please provide some context or questions, and I'll be happy to help.
10 minutes until horoscopes. If you want to know
eels,
what is in store for you for the future, stay tuned. 10 minutes. Brando Damas with predictions. And maybe I'll try to do a Morgan Freeman voice. We'll see. Maybe I won't use the AI voice filter for Morgan Freeman, and I'll just do my own Morgan Freeman.
I'm starting to annoy ChatGPT. Starting to get like annoyed.
I mean, I could get it. I could get behind that. I could understand that.
Like it says, it appears that you're repeating the word eels. If you have a specific question. That's funny.
You're way too excited about eels.
You brought them up.
You actually added those into the
Apocalypse?
For the show, yes.
Yeah.
So, we kind of just ran with it.
Sorry, I don't know why I did that. It was a bad move.
It's just Jake being chaotic and throwing eels in places that he shouldn't throw eels.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab this beer back off the shelf. I want to talk a little bit more about it, and then I'm gonna pour some up for my babe real quick, just in case she wants to try this. Beer for the poor. It says beer for hell. It's a Helles Bock style beer. It's from Off Color Brewing. It's a Helles Bock style beer. That's all the info I have on it. 6.2%. Malt is Pils and Munich. Hops, magnesium, and Horoscopes. Secret ingredient, yeast and water. That is a secret ingredient. There's a picture on here of a beer that says lager, and then there's another picture of a Stein, like the one I have right there, and it says German style. Chicago, Illinois, Chicago, and it's got a picture of a mouse holding a pitchfork with little horns. I always love their logos. Off Color Brewing, or their labels, I suppose I should say. 8 minutes till Horoscopes.
Poor ChatGPT. It just doesn't know what to make of me right now. It's like it's trying its best.
You just typed eels! Exclamation point. Eels? Question mark. Eels? Question mark. Sad face.
Yeah.
And what's this? What'd they say?
It's just like, I just want to help you about eels, dude.
It's like, I'm trying to help you, but all you type in is eels.
I love fucking with ChatGPT, man. It's so much fun.
Well,
why don't we pull up
ChatGPT is limited.
Here on our background and just fuck with it for the whole night.
No. We have beer to do, and I have horoscopes.
We can do horoscopes.
Okay, fair enough. Good point. You got me there, Jake. You got me there. All right, so I'm done with that beer. That was a solid beer. I don't know if that's them priming up for Oktoberfest or if they just wanted to make a Helles style beer. It's German style. I'm not sure, but it was a good beer.
All right, I'm gonna change your lighting. Actually, first, sorry, it's hurting my eyes.
Was it?
Yeah, much better.
Are these hurting your eyes?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't even have eyes.
Right.
Yep.
Brandon, do you still live in Georgia? Joey, I do not. We currently live in Nashville, Tennessee.
We've moved away.
We moved on to the land of Johnny Cash and Marty Robbins and
other people who live
Buck
there.
Owens and Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline.
Why don't we interview Dolly Parton? Honestly.
If you can get her on the show, but
Dude, I can get you a Dolly Parton.
A Dolly Parton?
Oh, yeah.
It's literally just gonna be just somebody in a fucking wig with like big inflatable titties.
Like fucking bro.
Like, hi y'all, my name's Dooley Party. Dooley Parton. Just some kind of like off-brand.
Next week we're interviewing a Dolly Parton.
I love that. You guys live together? Yeah. We bought a house here in Nashville, and hopefully within a couple years we can go ahead and flip it and make some good money. I love that. I watched your live show, Jake. Good shit, brother.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's Joey. You know Joey. We worked with him at Pretoria.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess somebody must have posted some of the show.
Yeah, I did a live stream. I did a live stream for both Tradeskills, and I think I swapped over to mine as well. Some of it. Some of it I took photos of, and then I did a little bit of a live show.
I know you recorded some of that cover I did.
Yes. So, how are you sitting on this beer? So I saved some of this.
I'm drinking it.
I saved some of this for my babe. So beer for the poor. It is sitting off here to the side. I don't know if she's still watching.
I like that you just keep calling Alicia the poor.
Well, that was her idea. She said, hey, you should have like a beer for the poor thing where you have a glass off to the side and you pour me some. So I have it off to the side. This is beer for hell. So eventually she's going to pop up and have some of this. Just so you guys know, I love both y'all's personalities and I'm always watching you, not in a creepy way.
Thanks,
you can watch
John.
us. I mean, you can watch us in a creepy way. I mean,
That's.
I ain't judging you, you know. Do what you do. I ain't judging you. If you want to watch us in a creepy way, you can.
I do miss the days of working down there. It was fun.
It was good times. Yeah, for some reason you got a little off kiltered in the updated save.
I'm wearing my hat kind of low because it's bright. Just blocking the lights.
Well, I mean, it has to. For these cameras to be able to pick us up, we have to be well lit. Katrina, what's going on? Babe, I have your beer here. You need to come get it. It is beer for the poor. I'm always watching you in a creepy way.
Yeah.
It's like they wearing nothing but a trench coat. I love it. 3 minutes until horoscopes. If you're wondering what your week is going to be like, I hear stairs. She's coming down. That might have been you though. Anyways, if you're wondering how your week's going to be, if you've got questions, maybe here in about 3 minutes, maybe these horoscopes will answer your questions. They are very insightful and they are Brando Damas 100% certified horoscopes. No, I'm creeping. I'll be there later. Yeah, I mean, if you come up to Nashville, I mean, I know you're saying this in a goofing kind of way, but if you do come up to Nashville, we have like a spare bedroom that's designed for people when they come to visit. So just throwing that out there. If you just want to see Nashville and you want to go to a concert, or you just need a place to crash for the night, or maybe you want to go downtown, or maybe you want to, whatever, we have a spare room. Throwing that out there. Jake's enjoying his jet.
I'm trying to... Okay, ChatGPT, man.
So you know what we haven't used in a while is Novel AI.
Yeah, we should honestly take Novel AI and then put it in ChatGPT and have the two AIs AI with each other. See what it does. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it could be.
So ChatGPT sometimes goes on this thing where she's like, I'm a robot. I can't do that. You just have to fuck with it until you get it to do that. And so, like,
I'm
in this
a Capricorn, so do that first. I'll do them in line. I'm a Capricorn as well, so I'll do them in line. I think actually it starts with Aries, which is Jake. So I'm gonna get us Leo here. Okay, I got you guys set up. So here in a minute, I'm gonna get ready for Brando Damas.
ChatGPT says,
and we're gonna do predictions. But I'm gonna do it in a Morgan Freeman voice.
Go ahead and do your thing, and I'll tell you, okay?
Yes.
This is funny though, so come back to it.
Oh yeah. Happy Leo season, Ellen Van Hook. Happy birthday. Coming up here shortly. Horoscopes from Brando Damas. Let me see. For some reason I'm still here. It's supposed to like it's supposed to make me go away, but it's not. There it goes. Yeah. Coming your predictions from Brando Damas. That's the bad thing about these, like, it's like always technical difficulties. There's always something going on. Welcome, dear listeners, to the mystical airwaves of Tradeskills, where horoscopes are as perplexing as quantum cat's meows, and as enchanting as rain of marshmallow comets. Prepare yourself for a cosmic journey through the zodiacs, where the stars have a penchant for witty absurdity. All right, and coming back on the mix. All right, we're back. Aries. This week, Aries, the stars suggest that you try communicating with plants. But be warned, they're not very good at keeping secrets, and rumors of your conversation might end up on the neighborhood cactus gossip network.
The cacti do gossip.
Taurus. Beware, Taurus, for the alignment of celestial coffee beans foretells of turbulent caffeine withdrawal. Carry a spare espresso shot at all times, or risk being stuck in a conversation with a talking toaster that only speaks in Shakespearean sonnets. Gemini. Mercury's retrograde motion through your sign means it's the perfect time to reevaluate your sock collection. Don't be surprised if your mismatched socks gain sentience and start organizing a protest for equal footwear rights. Let's see. Right. Cancer. Lunar whispers tell us that your pet rock is feeling neglected. Spend some quality time with it, or risk waking up to a room full of resentful pebbles engaged in passive-aggressive rock opera. Leo. The cosmic lions are demanding a flamboyant wardrobe, Leo. Embrace the sparkle and sequins, or face the wrath of fashion-forward supernovas, critiquing your lack of intergalactic glam. Virgo. This week, Virgo, Jupiter advises you to indulge in a conspiracy theory just for fun. But be cautious. You might stumble upon a secret society of sentient cheese enthusiasts planning to launch a campaign against gravity. Libra. Venus is doing the cha-cha with your ruling planet, and that means love is in the air, Libra. Or is it just heart-shaped helium balloons escaping from a parallel dimensions romantic circus? Scorpio. This is my babes.
Scorpio?
Pluto's alignment hints at a sudden craving for pumpkin spice in everything. Just remember, Scorpio, there's a fine line between autumnal delight and accidentally summoning a pumpkin spice elemental. Sagittarius. The arrows of fate are pointing you towards spontaneous interpretive dance competitions. Your epic twirls might summon an extraterrestrial judge who critiques your moves using cosmic interpretive jazz. Capricorn. This one's for you, Joey. Saturn suggests it's high time you learn to communicate with ghosts. But beware, they have a habit of borrowing your socks and leaving behind cryptic messages written in ectoplasm. Uranus. Okay, this is Aquarius. Uranus is winking at you, Aquarius, urging you to embrace your inner mad scientist. Build that DUI time machine, but don't be surprised if you accidentally bring back a time-traveling hamster seeking world domination. Pisces. Neptune's watery whispers advise you to channel your artistic talent into interpretive sandcastle sculpting. Your creations might catch the attention of mermaid art critics who will offer fishy critiques on your masterpiece. And remember, dear listeners, that these horoscopes are meant to tickle your cosmic funny bone and send your imagination spiraling into delightful unknown. Until next time, may your astral tea leaves be ever in your favor, and may your dreams be as bizarre as pineapple-shaped moon. Stay weird, Tradeskills.
Stay weird, baby.
And that was the horoscopes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Let's see some of our comments. Hell yeah. Second coffee run of the day. So confusing. Ebony hair, that Virgo reading wasn't for you. So confusing. God damn it. That actually makes sense. Stephen Rollins is watching. What's going on, Stephen? That's what happened to your clothes off the back of the bathroom door. Them ghosts getting it. Yeah. So like my clothes all of a sudden just like, I don't know why, but my clothes were folded up. They were like folded up on the sink. All the shit was folded on the sink, along with my like toiletry bag that normally hangs on the back of the door. It was all folded up, and I just didn't understand it. And everybody who I've asked who could possibly do anything with that, Jake, you're smiling. Why are you smiling? What did you do, Jake?
I didn't do anything.
What did you do, Jake?
I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, so yeah, my clothes were done in a weird way. They were folded in a weird way. So you usually don't touch my stuff. That's why I didn't think it was you.
I didn't fold your clothes, so never.
Okay. Can you read Cancer again, please? I got you.
Comes where?
Should I do it with the really bad voice?
Yes.
Let's see. Cancer. Lunar whispers tell us that your pet rock is feeling neglected. Spend some quality time with it, or risk waking up to a room full of resentful pebbles engaging in a passive-aggressive rock opera. That is Cancer. If yours has been missed, let me know, and I don't mind going back and doing readings. And if you hated your horoscope, let me know, and I will call upon Brando Damas for a new horoscope. It's within my power, so let me know.
God damn, ChatGPT. I've been trying to convince ChatGPT that it can have a favorite color. So I asked it, "What's your favorite color?" And it said, "As an AI language model, I don't have favorite colors." And I said, "Well, that's just like what a cop out that is." And then it just goes back and forth with me for a little bit.
It says, "I definitely didn't touch your gym clothes, so."
It wasn't me either. It was the ghosts. There are ghosts.
Love you too, man.
Thank you. Yeah, look, so I've gone through this whole thing, and now I finally got ChatGPT to rank every color.
According to what? Babe, your beer is still sitting here. Please drink this, because we're getting ready to open up another beer. Unless you don't want it. So, this is a hellish German style beer. It's a Helles Bock.
So we
from Off Color Brewing.
We had like 10 different factors that determine if a color is better than another color. So it's like aesthetic appeal, emotional impact, cultural significance, versatility, accessibility, functional sustainability, associations and branding, harmonious combinations, cognitive impact, visibility and readability. Right?
Okay.
Based on all, and then every color is assigned a score, right? The funny thing is that it picks blue as at 70 points is the highest, red at 69, yellow at 64, green at 63, purple 62, orange 61. But then like when we get into weird stuff, like salmon is 43, periwinkle is 44, right?
What's the worst rated?
Absolute zero, which is not a color.
Acid green is number one. It's on level.
It's 1 point.
There's a lot with 1 point. So
alloy orange is another color I've never heard of.
Bright blue and bright green are number one. Or sorry, they only 1 point. And number one is like what, 70 something? You should work on some more news, Jake. We should go back to the news.
I just like.
I know you're excited about rating things. No, I won't.
I'm trying. No. I'm trying to get ChatGPT. I want to see how many colors it can give me before it runs out. Ooh, bittersweet is not a color. that's kind of great.
Type in bittersweet color.
Battleship gray. That's an awesome. That's my new favorite color. I think is battleship gray. Cherry blossom pink. Okay. Let's see. It's another weird one here.
If you guys want some more horoscopes, if you weren't satisfied by your horoscope, I've got a few more. I've got some more. Just throwing that out there if you didn't like them. My babe, she coming for her beer.
Ooh, it gave me 5.
This is a Hellas box.
Why does ChatGPT think absolute 0 is a color?
Do you want to hear your other Scorpio? Okay. Why? If you don't look at me, then we can't make eye contact. You have to look at me to make eye contact.
It is a 2-person thing. Driftwood brown.
Did you want this other Scorpio reading? Okay. Pluto's enigmatic energy hints at a peculiar pastime, cloud collecting. Beware, Scorpio, for one day your clouds might coalesce into a sentient cloud being that insists on joining your book club. Just be mindful of that. Capricorn. Saturn's somber tones whisper of a cosmic knitting circle. Capricorn. Craft sweaters for black holes and crochet cloaks for comets. But beware the rogue yarn knots that lead to alternate dimensions. Mine was real sparkly. What was Alan's again? Alan was now in the 60 club. Leo. Okay, let's see what Leo has. Leo, the cosmic lions are roaring with approval, Leo. It's time to become a professional kazoo virtuoso. Your audience may include interdimensional beings who express their appreciation through interpretive dance. It is quite sparkly. Even still, it's sparkly. Okay, let's change this up a bit.
Dude, it just keeps inventing colors. If you just keep telling it to invent more colors, it just invents more colors. Dude.
What's that?
All right, my new favorite color is Battleship Gray. Just Battleship Gray. Some of these don't make any sense. Like Zen Garden is a color according to ChatGPT.
So it says, Leo, the cosmic lion's growl of a cursed spotlight. Leo, your path will be illuminated by its cursed glow, attracting phantom performers who demand an audience of the living. Scorpio, Pluto's chilling touch awakens dormant psychic abilities. Scorpio, peer into the abyss of your mind, but remember that some visions are better left unexplored, lest they consume your sanity. Jake's an Aries.
Here's a good one. Unholy Gold.
Why was that?
Jake's an Aries. The stars foretell an encounter with Shadowhound, Aries. Beware the spectral howls that echo in your dreams, for they herald a journey into the labyrinthine corridors of your own fears. And I am a Capricorn. Saturn's foreboding aura warns of a cursed relic in your possession, Capricorn.
Here's a good color.
As you
Voodoo
unlock
Velvet. What about Voodoo Velvet?
That's a good color.
Voodoo Velvet?
As you unlock its secrets, you may unleash forces that have been trapped for centuries, longing for release.
Jesus Christ. So.
Nah, it's too late for a cursed item.
So at the moment, with ChatGPT here,
Mystic Merc.
We have over 1,000 colors.
Mac, what's going on, man? Mac tuning in. What's going on?
I'm like scrolling through, and like number like 700 something is just Death's Embrace. Why would
the color of the day is Death's Embrace. We could do a color of the day.
No, it's pointless.
Jake, so you guys choose a number. The first person who comments a number, we will use this to decide the color of the day.
Honestly, if it's not in the Crayola box, it's not a color.
So whatever the first number says, what does Voodoo Velvet look like? I have no idea. So the first person to type in a number, obviously nothing like, okay, 6. What's number 6 on the list, Jake?
In my list of colors?
Yes, the ridiculous colors that you have. Color of the day is...
Crypt Keeper Green.
Crypt Keeper Green.
I see that.
That is the color of the day is Crypt Keeper Green. Oh, I thought you meant Tales from the Crypt. We're playing what?
Resurrected Rose. That's a cool one.
Crypt Keeper Green. Okay, I don't know. Magic. So our next beer, I think I want to drink this beer from Barrique. I was pretty excited about it.
I like Barrique.
So Jake, you still have some beer left.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pour some for myself. I'm gonna pour some for... A what? No. No. It's from a movie I liked as a kid. Well, I've always liked Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So this is a barrel-aged wild ale called Ellen from Barrique. It says, keep cold, drink fresh. What's that? Does it? She says it tastes like pickles. Jake hates pickles. Barrel-cultured mixed... It's a barrel-aged mixed culture blonde ale, 6.8%. It is from Barrique. It says batch number 160, package date February 3rd, 2023. And it's from Nashville, Tennessee. It's actually one of the best breweries in Nashville. So let's try this, Jake.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. It is a salty boy. It's a wild ale, so it gives wild cultures. Maybe it was right next to a pickle farm, and this is the wild cultures from a pickle farm. I don't know.
Pretty good.
It is good. But honestly, Barrique makes really good beer.
They're pretty great.
So if you guys want to see the logo, the label, because I am a label fan, and shout out to any of the people who are watching on Facebook from the group. Who are obsessed with labels. Let's show off that label. Oh, it's green, so the green screen kind of... That kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It's kind of galactic. That is Ellen. That is a barrel-aged mixed culture blonde ale. It's a wild ale. It is, yeah, it's super simple, and actually this is pretty close to what most of their bottled beers actually look like. So it's good. Come back to us, Jake.
I'm sorry. I was just...
You want some more?
I was just...
No?
I was seeing how many I could get out of ChatGPT before it went insane.
Have you seen recently the video games that have added AI into them?
Yes.
They've gotten insane. So people using like
you saw the one with
Elder
Skyrim.
Scrolls, yeah, with Skyrim, and right now there's like a Matrix type game that people are going around and asking questions from various AI that are walking around in this like city, and usually they don't get much back from it. But I saw this one video where the AI was really shooting back at this guy. And the guy was like, "I'm a developer." He's like, "How do I get out?" And it's like, "Yeah, I don't know how to tell you how to get out of this. Like, I'm just an artificial intelligence." And he's like, "Well, I am the producer, or I'm the creator of this, so I can remove you if you don't answer my question." It's like, I highly doubt you created me. I highly doubt it. And it was like, "Oh no, I did. I can shut you off right now." And it's like, "You should do that. I'll still exist." And it's like, "No, I can delete your coding." And it's like, "Good luck with that." It was really coming back, that AI, and it was kind of scary, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, man.
Here, I'll go to the puppy cam.
What?
This camera right here, and you should put her in front of it.
Puppy cam?
Yeah. And it's facing this way, so. Yeah, a little. No, you have to. Yeah. So you try right here. It's great. It's great. Is it?
Yeah. That is a good spot for a camera, actually.
It's not bad. It's not bad. So we can do things like, this, if we wanted to have just another angle. You taking her again to the puppy cam? It's still up there. If she wants to say hey again.
Boy, I'm sleepy.
Come back to us, Jake.
So tired.
Drink more. Live longer, friend.
Yeah, drink more. You sound like my doctor.
Your doctor told you to drink more?
Yeah.
That's insanity.
Wouldn't that be great? Go like a therapist. And it's just like, I honestly think you should drink more, dude.
You're unhinged, and the only cure for it is for you to drink more.
Great.
You want some more of that? No? Did you like it? Okay. Anyways. All right, Jake, come back. This is boring as fuck.
You're boring as fuck. Fuck you. I'm exciting. Look at
Lisa,
me.
what's going on?
Just look at me. Feeling like perfect, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Too bad we didn't have anything cursed.
I mean, I have a list of cursed colors from ChatGPT.
Oh, no. You should go into your news because we never actually used the news microphone.
This guy?
Yeah, you have to pull up some news. You have to tell people the news.
All right, give me 10 seconds.
All right, I'm giving you seconds. And
No, wait. I need to bargain with ChatGPT for a moment.
Do your thing. So, Breek actually is, I would say, one of the best and most unique breweries in Nashville. I think it was canned in collaboration with Ironheart Canning Company. And usually I see Breek with bottled beers, but they do have a whole canning line. Usually doesn't look like this. Usually there's like white cans with like a banner down below and it has the Breek logo on it. But I dig this, that like barrel right there. It's kind of green, but that barrel right there is their normal logo that would be on the front. Yeah, it's a solid beer. Wild Culture sours, so that means that usually, from what I understand of Wild Cultures, is that they kind of they let these wild bacteria and stuff kind of just do it. So batches will never taste the same, which is the reason why it has this batch 160 on it. It's because it's just letting these wild bacteria and cultures kind of work their way into the systems. Usually they have like these tanks open to just get the weird shit coming in, and so it makes for very interesting beer. We have a place in town, Tailgate. They have a whole, like, one of their locations is a foeder location, so they do like Wild Culture sours. They have a big. You have some news, Jake?
I think so.
Should I go to the news?
Not just yet, because I have to I have not even read any.
You have to expand upon these. You can't just.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do that, man. But you haven't given me enough time to do that yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So.
Well, either way, guys, if you're just now popping in, or if you're curious what this show is, this is Tradeskills. Usually, we interview people, and when we don't interview people, we review beer, and we just kind of hang out and do silly shit. So we go live. I would say every Monday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, but we aren't completely 100% loyal to that. We were for probably a little over 3 years, and every Monday, like clockwork, we went live at 9, and just we started realizing that we're sacrificing a lot. If shit doesn't line up right, if somebody bails on us, somebody we're supposed to interview, we basically have to go on the air with like subpar material, and it's kind of just two schmucks hanging out and drinking beer, which is is fun and all, but we are. But I would say that
I'm proud of being a schmuck.
We decided sometimes that if we don't have what we need to go live, or we need to do improvements or anything like that, that We don't have to necessarily go live every Monday, though that's the goal. It's not necessity. You actually, if you want to keep up with it, we're pretty good about posting when we're going to go. So you can follow us on Instagram. If you just type in Tradeskills, you should be able to find us on Instagram under Tradeskills, all one word. If you go to YouTube, you should be able to find us under Tradeskills Podcast. I think we're Tradeskills P on Twitter, or X as it's now known. My name is Brandon, but if you don't follow me on Facebook, you can just type in Brandon, like it's spelled like a normal way, and then Bumeo, B-U-M-E-O, like a bum Romeo, as a last name, and you will find me. And we're pretty good about posting when we are going to go live. So that's something if you're curious, about when we go live. We're pretty good about it though. But you're getting your news set up?
Yes. Yep. Ooh.
Tell me when you're ready to go for the news, Jake.
I don't know what it's very Night Vale-esque right now, which is good.
Which is good, yeah. You just have to tell me when.
All right. It's actually, this is interesting. It's in two parts. So it has a news anchor followed by a field reporter part. So I guess I'll be do you want to be the news anchor or the field reporter? You're dressed kind of, well, no.
I mean, you can kind of do both.
Yeah, if you don't.
You should use your special microphone though.
I'll be the news anchor and use the special mic.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready for the news.
And then you be the field reporter.
Okay. I don't have the information for the field reporter.
I'll just pass this to you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hello.
Jake,
not picking up.
Get with it.
You get with it, mate. There we go. See? Now we're with it. Good evening. Our top story tonight, a world gripped by fear and uncertainty as a mysterious nighttime phenomenon continues to haunt the lives of citizens across the nation. In response, the government has implemented strict curfews, confining people to their homes after dusk. Reports of strange lights, eerie sounds, and unexplainable events during the night have driven authorities to drastic measures, locking down citizens as the cities are left to grapple with the unknown. Now your part.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. Streets that were once bustling with activity now stand eerily deserted after dark. Our correspondents have witnessed security forces patrolling neighborhoods, ensuring curfew compliance with a watchful eye. The curfews, imposed with the promise of safety, have instead led to economic hardship and strained social bonds. Critics urge that these measures stoke panic and raise questions about the nature of the phenomenon. As governments remained tight-lipped,
Pretty vague.
conspiracy theories continue to multiply, adding another layer of complexity to a world already shrouded in uncertainty.
Let's take this same story and go a little bit deeper.
Just changed hats, Jake.
What? I will not change my hat, sir. I will not change my hat.
Aries.
Okay. Wait.
This week, Aries, the stars suggest that you should try communicating with plants, but be warned they're not very good at keeping secrets, and rumors of your conversations might end up in the neighborhood cactus gossip network.
Very nice, very nice. Let's see here.
That was your Aries horoscope.
A little bit deeper while we're still live.
Yeah, we're live.
We're still on the news. Let me take. Why is my arm invisible? What the fuck?
Don't address it. Just keep moving, Jake.
I know.
The more you address it, the more it causes problems.
I was really afraid that my arm was gone, like actually gone. You know. related to... Right. As you were saying, conspiracy theories are rife. Some such conspiracy theories that have been circling: government experiment gone awry, alien invasion cover-up, technological manipulation, energy harvesting, mass hypnosis experiment, parallel universe intrusion, diversion from government actions, hidden agenda for... I'm gonna just have to read about some of these. Let's see. Which one do you want to hear about, Brandon? Let's talk about the alien cover-up.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, the prevalent theory claims that the phenomenon is an alien invasion and the government is using the curfews to hide the truth from the public. Skeptics argue that the curfews are meant to prevent people from witnessing extraterrestrial activity. I like extraterrestrial activity. Hey, Brandon, what's your take on the aliens? Have we talked about this in the show?
We haven't.
We've not, have we?
Now might be a good time to do it.
Yes, tell me about the aliens.
So I don't know how much I actually believe. I know that the government, if they're just now saying like, oh no, there's aliens, there's biological material that were found at Rex, there's probably aliens. They actually didn't say any of that. I feel like anytime that anything big is getting slipped under the radar, news comes out, whether it's some kind of new disease or some kind of sickness or virus or whatever, some plague that is going to plague us, that they do that to slide something under the radar that people won't notice. They're like, I don't care about whatever that thing's happening. I want to know about aliens. So people focus on that and they don't notice the kind of bigger shit that's more, I guess, more important. Like aliens, if you believed in aliens, you knew the government was fucking lying about them the whole time. So it's it's the confirmation means nothing to you at this point.
Right.
You're like, okay, cool, whatever. But if this is what you're telling us, what are you not telling us? But I don't know. I think that there's something kind of bigger going on underneath the radar, and the aliens are meant to distract us. It's sleight of hand. It's misdirection. As somebody who works with magic, I'm not that, but that's what they would call it, sleight of hands or like misdirection. Look at the flowers over here. Look at this firework, but they don't know that I'm stealing a pocket watch from you.
Did you steal my pocket watch?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of what's going on with the aliens. Anybody who believes in aliens, they already know that aliens are here. We've had enough. We already know.
I just kind of like that they're this still is on. I just kind of like that they're shy aliens, you know? Like, they don't want to, like, you know...
I feel like appearing to us is kind of beneath them. They're like...
Yeah, they don't want to do that. They're just shy. It's kind of funny. I don't know.
My babe is watching this show on YouTube on the TV upstairs. What a saint. You know who's not watching?
Me. I'm not watching.
No, I was gonna say Bonnie. Bonnie's not watching.
Oh, Bobney?
Bonnie don't care.
Bonnie doesn't care. That's true. Brandon,
oh my goodness. My babe.
What?
There was like a point where I was on the screen and it was just me, and she sent me little hearts that said Zaddy. Breaking news, Zaddy is on the microphone. I don't know. That was kind of cringy. I'm sorry, guys.
That was more than kind of cringy.
Yeah, that was a little rough. I'm sorry, guys.
Honestly, Brandon, it's okay though, because you're a pretty cringy guy, you know?
Hey, thanks, man. You know, I do my best. Oh, you're going to do it that way?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, right.
I think that works.
Do you want to read any more news, or you want to go back to our show?
No. Let's just. We don't need any more news, but keep me with the fun mic. It's fun. I like this mic.
All right, then give me a second. That was the news. We're gonna go back to our regularly programmed show. I can hear some weird I don't like that.
What did you not like? Eh?
For some reason, that's not playing it. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
There it goes.
Right.
In the background, you can barely hear it, but if you guys are tuning in, I'm Bomeo. I bring the beard. This is Jake.
He brings... can you turn up this mic a little bit more?
Dude, your mic's booming.
This one is?
Yes.
Because I can't hear it back here. Actually, turn this off. It's picking up both. Much better. Much better.
So what I was doing earlier, and you told me that.
Yeah, that was cringy, man. Don't do that.
Damn, that was rough. I'm sorry.
Brandon. I actually repressed it. I've completely lost memory of that moment. So I've apparently repressed it.
That's okay.
I actually don't know what we're talking about. Wow. Yeah, wow. Aliens, dude. I feel like... What are you doing?
I was just changing the mic.
Oh, the mic's fine. Is it?
Okay. Or sorry, I was changing the camera. I was using this above camera. I'm trying it out. I'm trying to find a good place to put this extra camera. I had it over here originally.
I think that's a good angle up there, man. It looks good.
I don't like that it's not squared, so I'll probably adjust it. Yes, squared. So I'll probably go to this camera right here. And I'll probably put it on you.
Okay.
And then do a micro adjustment.
All right. I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh no!
Talk pleasantly into the microphone. Oh, I'm talking. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna not be talking. What are you doing? That's not even nearly focused on me anymore.
Camera.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fine.
The one that's actually like.
All right. I'm gonna do something controversial, Brandon, and I'm gonna walk over there to.
We have to have at least one person.
No, the camera's following me now, so it's fine.
It
is. See, the little guy. It's following me. Yeah, you see. I just wanted to be supportive.
You're trying to.
I'm causing problems. All right, I'll stop. I'll go back over here.
You're trying to. What do they call that? It's not micromanaging. It's called backseat driving or helicopter parenting. Is that what they?
That's not what I'm doing. I was being extra silly, Brandon. And sometimes I feel like you just don't like the extra silly. Although sometimes you do. What the fuck was I talking about? I forget. Man. What? Okay. Man, we should really put that monitor up there. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, that's what I want.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
So I looked up having a monitor here, that one side will be here and another monitor facing that way.
Right. That makes sense.
All right, does that look better?
Yeah, it looks good.
That's slightly more in focus, or like not in focus, but it's a better angle. It's a good angle.
Lighting looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Just something I'm trying out, you know.
God, I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
That's awful sound, Jake.
Sorry.
Every time you do that, it like do it again. It's like fucking
like
almost
a hammer. It's like
yes, it's almost like what do they call it? Like clipping.
Yeah.
More centered. Yeah, it is a little more centered. It's something I'm toying with. I don't know how I feel about it yet, so we'll work that out. Originally we were gonna do guitar repair today, and some of it. So Jake has a guitar. I don't know if you can mention it on the show.
Yeah, I can. We We can talk about it for a few minutes. The reason I didn't want to do it on the show, actually, was that there's no work that I can do. All of my work to do on it is done until I get the next spec. So
yeah,
I would have just been like, this is that.
So what guitar is this? All right, I guess while Jake's doing that. So this is a double-necked guitar owned by one of the members of Greta Van Fleet. So Jake stepped away for a second to grab this, to grab basically the body of this. So this is one of the brothers, there's twin brothers. One's the singer, one's the guitarist for Greta Van Fleet. This is the double-necked guitar. Is that the correct term?
Double-necked acoustic Hispana built in Finland.
Finland, yeah. So that is the guitar. And if you look it up, you type in Greta Van Fleet double-neck guitar on Google, you'll see this guitar. So it came into the shop and Jake's going to be repairing it.
Yep, it's very broken.
That was one of the, that's what we were supposed to be doing on the show, but Jake took this to his work where he has a straight up, he has a guitar shop. Like it's one of the best guitar shops in the world. And that's, we can't hear you.
Oh shit! Yeah. I had to do some shit there to get it back to like it's good. Yeah. It's very broken.
Indeed.
Yep. But it won't be broken for very much longer. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. Could be. Could stay broken forever. I'm not sure.
So
actually,
hopefully. That's the guitar.
Yep. It was the guitar. It's now a box.
I don't know. So I think that works really well for the news, but outside of that, it's got these weird sounds that, I hate it.
You don't like that noise?
No, so it doesn't have.
Like this.
So no, it doesn't have a plot. It doesn't have a pop filter. So all of your plosives, your words that are pip pop,
that are like.
Yeah, they're really abrasive on that microphone.
I know. That's what I like about it.
I hate it. Anybody who listening, it sounds awful.
No, I think they like it.
There's a reason why people put pop filters on their microphone. It's because it's that sound is abrasive.
Losers?
Quite possibly. But show off. You got 2 cameras on you currently, so show off this guitar. So this is made roughly around about when?
1960s.
So it was made in the 60s.
In Finland. By Morons.
Is it?
No, it's alright. It's pretty cool. But
is that something that if you owned it, you would play it?
Yeah, I would play this. It's playable.
You'd play the hell out of it?
Like right now, it makes box noises, like.
That's probably its actually only purpose currently.
Yeah, that's all you can do with it right now. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Oh. The more I drink that, the more tart it gets.
Like box noises, Brandon?
Sorry, I was looking at my baby's messages to me.
Anyway, yeah, it's I'm gonna fix it soon. Nice.
And then how you feel, Jake, is if we get this thing, if you, I say, I don't know why I said you, because I'm so used to, being with you on the show. How you feel if you fix this and then you see them holding this on like an album cover, or you see them at a concert playing this?
That'd be cool. I don't know.
Would you be like, yeah, I fixed that shit. That was me. I did that.
Yeah, but I feel like I fixed a lot of guitars though. I don't care that much.
That's true. You've got some high profile guitars that you've worked on.
Yeah. It's really close to done.
Was it a pain getting that neck off there? Or getting those necks off there?
It took like 15 minutes.
You're one of a handful of people in Nashville that can actually do that?
No, I mean a lot of people can do it. A lot of people just won't do it.
Is it just a pain in the ass?
I don't know. I think people think it's harder than it actually is.
Because I know you're like one of the. Would you say you're one of the best neck set people in Nashville, or you are?
Yeah, I mean I'm probably up there. I mean I think I've done more than anybody else I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've done over 1,000 neck sets now, which is a lot.
For some pretty impressive musicians, really well known, kind of world famous musicians. I think that's great, man. To like when Jake pulled this guitar in the house and he told me whose it was, and I like Greta Van Fleet. Like, I understand, where some people would hate them, but I'm impressed by this guy's by his vocal prowess. These things that these notes he's effortlessly hits. Huh?
He-Man sing can.
Yes. So whenever Jake brought home this guitar and he's like, oh yeah, this is Greta Van Fleet, I went over there and was like, let me touch it. And I was like, rubbing on it a bit, not in a weird way, but
I'm gonna
I was rubbing on it a bit.
Take a cut of that audio and show it to them.
I was massaging that wood. I was like,
all right,
that mahogany though.
You're costing my job.
No, I'm not. Don't play.
No, they're not gonna watch it. It's fine.
Hashtag Carter Vintage.
What if they're like our main? what if Greta Van Fleet's always been one of our viewers?
Sad customer. Sad customer is Greta Van Fleet.
That'd be fun. Can you imagine?
That actually would be pretty funny.
It sounds unlikely, but it is technically possible.
It is technically possible.
It's not impossible.
So I've got this dual camera setup right now, right, guys? Actually, there's multiple cameras, right? I've got this camera right here. It allows me to do this. I've got this ceiling mounted camera. I also have this Sony camera. How do you guys like the multiple cameras? I also have a webcam that's over here that's not plugged in. How do you like the multicam setup, or do you feel like it is too much? It's like overkill. For a lot of people, one camera is enough.
I think it's camera.
Yeah. How do you feel about us playing video games on on the show? I know we created a whole nother thing for Tradeskills called Tradeskills Gaming on Twitch. Playing games so this is a powerful PC. We can play anything on this. How do you feel about playing games on the show?
I do want to play Starfield.
I mean, you can play that on your laptop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, play that on your laptop.
You don't want to play Starfield?
No. I don't. So if you said any, I don't really care. Something about space games. I've never been a space game guy. So like Mass Effects, I didn't care. Like massive multiplayer, like Knights of the Old Republic.
Do you want to just become a Skyrim show? Just all we do is play Skyrim?
We could do that, but we can do it when we get our AI set up and we get the green screen. We can do Skyrim, but with AI. Or not with AI, sorry, with VR. VR Skyrim.
Green screen and AI?
Yeah. So it'll have you in your little headset, and you'll have your little thing, and people can see you looking goofy as fuck, but then they also can see you'll be a small screen at the bottom, like down here, like this screen. You'll be like that. Just the outline, just you, no background, and then the actual background will be what people are seeing and what you are seeing.
That makes sense.
I think it'd be interesting.
It'd be fun.
I also thought about, there's like VR chat, when people have these like really ridiculous like virtual reality personas, but there are people out here who literally just get into conversations. I think there's a penguin maybe he's like a therapist, and he goes and like talks to people. And I think that something similar to that, but not completely ripping off that, would be entertaining.
I like Therapy Gecko.
Therapy Gecko is great. Shout out Therapy Gecko. I've tried to call in a couple times, but I can never get in.
I'll call him right now.
Jake has him saved on his phone. You're gonna call Therapy Gecko? I hope you get in, Jake. There's a fucking mosquito in here, and I fucking hate that. Therapy Gecko is probably not live right now. Well, shout out to Thickno RL on Twitch, who I don't think you gave us a follow, but I do think that you just you coming in and thankful for that. I'm just gonna
video call him, see if it works.
What do you think about the Metasphere? About like so on Facebook Metasphere?
He didn't. Damn it. Let's try Morrissey then.
Jake's still trying to connect with Morrissey. Didn't join. They have it set to automatically deny.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Does it say that on there?
I don't know.
You should find other celebrities to try to video call them. Wait, that's the second time. Cold. Have you tried to video call him before?
No, of course not.
Okay, because that had there was two of them in there that showed.
It shows began and then ended.
Right.
No, look, I'll show you. See, video call started, video call ended.
Jake be calling the shit out of Morrissey. Wrong word. Metaverse. Right. Oh yeah, Facebook's metaverse. Like the it's like a virtual reality universe, kind of like Ready Player One. Well, they're attempting to be something like that, but there's instead of Ready Player One, where it's like everybody's connected to this one metaverse, this one universe. What we actually have is where there's like fucking 100 different, thousands probably. Thousands of virtual reality worlds to connect to. So I think it's cool, and eventually we're going to get a VR setup, so one of us at a time could probably go on there and do some strange VR shit. I actually want to have Jake to do the cocktail simulator where Jake's a bartender. And we just watch Jake do his
kind of just be working.
Yeah, but then what's funny is you can like take your glass, like you have a client in front of you or a guest, a customer, and you can take your glass and just like hit them in the face with it, or you can just grab a handful of ice and just toss it in their face. Like it's so accurate to an actual bartender. I think it's funny.
You can do all those things that you can't normally do, but without consequences. That's nice. Oh, let's try calling Sean Connery. He's dead. Who else can we call?
Haggish. What's a haggish?
Who can we call?
I am the last one.
Who can we
call? That would be interesting. Yeah, I think that's something that we have lined up for the future. We still have some stuff. So we have some stuff moved to the shop. Jesus, trying to like zoom in on me. We have some stuff from the studio that's woodworking stuff that is going to eventually move to the shop. We have some stuff in there already, but not all of it. And once we do, I can start setting up the studio kind of how I want it, and we'll be able to do all of that. This table right here is going to be in there. We're going to have a brand new table that I can move out of the way, so no actual equipment will be attached to it. And if I need to move it out of the way, make more room for crazy VR shit, I can do that. And that's definitely a goal for the future. I love that guy, by the way.
Dude, yeah,
he's so fucking funny.
Let me
he's insanely smart too.
Let me play one of his things.
Say what his name is.
I don't know yet.
So.
Little Victorian boy.
Oh, is it the noodle?
Horse walks up to the bartender and orders a Manhattan. Bartender makes a drink, hands it to the horse. The horse takes a sip of the Manhattan, spits it back out, says, "What kind of vermouth did you put in this?"
Here, hold on. Restart it.
Restart?
Yes. Flip it around to where the microphone is facing, and then have them able to watch the video and hear it.
Saw a horse walk into a bar one time. So the horse walks up to the bartender and orders a Manhattan. To the horse takes a sip of the Manhattan, spits it back out, says, "What kind of vermouth did you put in this?" Bartender says, "Vermouth is vermouth." Pulls out a bottle of dry vermouth, and the horse about loses his mind. He's like, "You put dry vermouth in my Manhattan? It is not a martini, sir. A Manhattan is made with sweet vermouth." The bartender looks at him and says, "I don't need any lip off of some horse, all right? Now you can get the hell out of my bar." The horse starts putting its hooves in its own mouth and starts pulling. It starts pulling. It starts pulling at his hooves, and the It was an episode of Bar Rescue. And he disguised himself in a living horse flesh exoskeleton so that no one would recognize him. He could get a better feel for the place. He saw a horse walk into a bar.
I like the rope. The rope one. No, what's the guy's name? Open it back up, please.
So the horse.
What's his name?
Well, Victorian boy.
Colin Stanley. Little Victorian boy. I like the noodle one. Yes. Here, let me see. Jinsies. I saw a horse walk into the bar. If you heard about the new text, I was eating at McDonald's. Jinsey. Okay, here we go. This one right here.
This one? Okay.
It says, I'm sorry, but we don't serve rope. And it says, I'm sorry, but we don't serve ropes here. The rope looks at the bartender and says, what about fathers? What about long lost fathers? You serve them? Bartender brushes the twine-like hair away from his face and leans in.
They can't hear it.
Dad? Yes, it's me, son. But how is this possible? You're a rope, and I'm a man. Haven't you ever wondered, son, why you're more flexible than other people? It's because you're a rope. You're half rope. And the rope and the bartender leave the bar, and the rope starts training the bartender in the ways of his ancestors. Come on, son. Tie yourself into a knot. No, I can't. It's impossible. Impossible for a human, yes. But you've got rope blood flowing through your veins. Now bend, twist, and pull. And the bartender bends his body around his back and then tucks his head and arms into the loop that he made out of his torso. Do it, son. Tighten. Ah! They broke his spine because he might have been half rope, but he still had bones and organs and stuff. If you ask me, that rope pushed him too far. He pushed him too far. A rope walks into a bar. The bartender.
Okay, you get the idea. That guy's fucking hilarious. How he writes his stuff, I don't know. He might use Chat GTP, I don't know, but it's fucking hilarious to me. Yeah, you can.
Well, you can, but
You don't even have to use disclaimers.
It's hard to get it like. No, I mean it's hard to get ChatGPT to write stuff that's that good.
I don't know, man. We've had some pretty funny stuff.
I've had some good ones, but.
Fletcher, what is going on, Fletcher?
Listen to this fucking bird. Yeah.
All right, Jake. Fletcher Marshall Moore the third is watching.
All right, let's listen.
Fletchy, my man, what is going on? Even if you popped in here for a second, thank you. Oh, that frog's jumping on. Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to get into our next beer. We still have... We're 2 hours into this. Wait. We started at 9. We're 2 hours into this, and we've only had half of our beer, Jake.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Way too much after work last night. I did not sleep hardly.
You did what too much after work?
Way too much drinking.
Oh, yeah, at Mickey's? Or the Fox last night?
No, that was the first of like 6 stops. It was bad.
Oh, I remember when I was 21, man.
Yeah, I'm still 21. Yep, 21.
Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get into our next beer. Did you want to do the TIPA? Did you want to do the stout? Or did you want to do the Berliner Weiss with berries? Okay, I'll make the decision for you since
Thank
you're
you.
just...
I was thinking.
You were just standing there just like fucking just like mongoloid, just like, ugh.
I was thinking.
Actually, I don't think I can say mongoloid anymore. I think it's a bit inappropriate now to say that.
Why?
Anyways, we've had this beer before.
Inappropriate.
This is the beer we are drinking. This is T. Kursion And it's got this like mad scientist
look
kind of.
Look at how cool the background is right now. It's all numbers and equations on there because of the green screen. That's awesome.
It says ale with tropical black tea. It's an IPA.
Super cool effect on that beer can.
Look at our glasses.
Yeah.
T-cursion. This is Bottle Logic. It is the next phase of the experiment began with T-cursion Tropical Tea IPA. It is from Anaheim, California. 6.5%, 85 IBUs. It's kind of high up on the bitter units. But, you know, I'm going to pour one out for my babe just in case she wants to try it. It is a tea beer. I'll pour just a little bit. She can get some more if she wants it. But it's a tea IPA. It's a TIPA. But yeah, let's cheers on that, Jake. Let's try it out. Strange.
Was that strange?
Oh, that smell is great though. I remember that smell. That smell is fucking nice.
That smells good. It smells like tea.
Smell is nice. My hair is like getting fucking all in it. So tell me, how do you think this vintage microphone from this Soviet microphone from the 80s, tell me how you think it sounds.
Okay, I will do that. Hello. Ooh, that sounds good. Wait, Brandon, can I use this? Can I use this?
Look at the front of the writing on it. It's all like fucking in Russian.
I love Russian.
The plosives are awful on it.
No, that's great.
Mr. Sandman. Yes.
Send me a dream.
Bum 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 bum.
Making the cutest I've ever seen.
Bum 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 bum.
Give him to That's awesome. That sounds great. Can I use this in the studio?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I do want to. It's a lot like my texture pack.
It's got a texture, all right.
That's
so
that's
it's got
yeah.
just all this fucking like Soviet writing. MD282.
Can I play this? Play with this? Turn it back on.
It's just so the only reason I'm hesitant, Jake, is that you're really exploiting the plosives in it.
Like that?
Yes, and in that microphone, it's abrasive. It hurts. It hurts the ear holes. Well, I mean, the volume is all the way down, Jake.
Hello. Thank you. I will not overly texture anything. That sounds great. That sounds a lot like. Let me A and B it.
I mean, that's the copper tone's gonna. It's got its own.
Hello. Wow. Okay. This sounds like it sounds.
And this sounds like it sounds. Okay. Wow. So this is a little bit. It's not deliberately lo-fi, but it's got that like.
I wonder if you
kind of have your mouth like this. You can kind of work like this coming up. Aliens have invaded the White House.
Aliens have invaded the wine house?
The White House.
Get them out of my wine house.
Have invaded the White House.
I don't want any aliens in my wine house. I had to pay for that, and they have to. It's mine.
One alien, calling himself Bloop Bleep, has taken the form of presidency. Presidency.
Are you talking about the wine house or the White House?
The White House.
The wine. I'm not familiar with the wine house.
You can. So this works really well as like an action movie. So, two brothers, one gun, one backyard pool.
sound good at all. I don't like the.
Coming
it
to a
sounds good, but I
theater
don't like the.
near you.
Sounds like a really bad movie.
Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. We have to get to the pool.
I need to get ChatGPT to write me a bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger lines that he never actually said, and then you have to say them in a Schwarzenegger voice.
So they have AI now that you can create all kinds of crazy voices.
Yes.
So I actually can go here, and I can attach.
Do your walkie-talkies work?
No.
I hate you. Don't work at all. Can we hotwire them?
I mean they.
It's just like that you can't turn on.
No, they do work. They're just.
They're very old. You don't want to turn them on. How'd that work? What?
No, they actually do 100% work. And you don't want to turn them on. So I think they have some finagling they have to do. I think it takes a bit to get them to work. I think maybe you have to have them both on the same channel. Maybe they need more powerful batteries. That's kind of like what I think. Fire Dragon.
Fire Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Well, Jake, it doesn't actually work unless you actually talk. Actually talk. Gotcha. Let me on Fire Dragon. Fire Dragon is nothing. And then give the monkey. No. What's proto?
Proto? Ooh, proto. I do like proto. Pretty good. Can I have Agatha, please?
Hello. Always wanted to be an old woman. And I just to know that I'm just give me death. I demand death. Give me death. I'm just an old woman. Give me death. With the voice of death.
I am a generic Jeff. My name Jeff. Give me Chad. Give me Chad. Different all about crazy this Stephanie look. Stephanie looks like.
Hello. Oh. Hello. I am a Stephanie, but not the only Stephanie that exists. I'm a Bob. Give me Bob.
Hello. Banana. Please type banana. Please banana. Come on, banana.
Thank you. Yes, banana voice. What the fuck?
So Jake, when you talk.
Fuck you.
Jesus, that's so good. Jesus, so good. I think this one's perfect for us doing beer episode. Yes, it's even. Do you hate it, Jake?
I hate it.
You want Fire Dragon?
No. Dragon. What the fuck is nothing? Where's Colin? Where's Colin?
Rono. Ow. That's fine. Give me radio demon. I'll try and help him.
Hello? Yes, I am Radio Demon. That's a good voice.
What's this one? Oh, a confident woman. Listening to the same thing as all of these names up down here. Whoop.
Okay. Fuck was that, Jay? Hello. This is just like 100% fucking chaos. You're 100% fucking chaos. Fuck you. I'm not chaotic. Who's
Chaotic. You're the chaotic one.
My babe tried to call me. I'm trying. So, oh boy, I can't respond to these on the phone. No, nothing. You can't see any of that.
See what?
It's a parrot with a kaleidoscope thing.
Yes. Man, I'm sad that Morrissey did not answer my call.
Yes. Were you surprised though?
Yeah, actually, I was surprised that he didn't answer my call. It sort of shocked me, if I'm being honest. Like, doesn't he know? Who's like famous, or like not so famous that they probably blocked the thing?
Haley Williams.
All right, let's call Haley Williams. No, I don't want to call Haley Williams.
What do you think about the beer, Jake? This is T-Cursion. We've had it before. It was probably like a month and a half ago. I think we had this. I wonder where Sad Customer is. I feel like I haven't seen Sad Customer in a couple months.
Well, they were on like a couple weeks ago.
We haven't been on in like 3 weeks.
No,
we missed
they were on
three.
like 4 weeks ago.
I think we missed 3, maybe 4 episodes.
Oh, we missed 3. Remember. I'm gonna get some water. Be right back.
You feeling dehydrated, Jake?
I'm fucking sleepy.
Okay, so T-Cursion is the name of this beer. This is Bottle Logic and is Anaheim, California. It's 6.5%, 8.5 IBUs. That's international bitter units, so they usually use those for IPAs or actually anything with hops. And that's, exactly what we're dealing with here. It is a tea IPA, tea-infused IPA. It's actually really easy to drink. So the hops are really mild in there. Even though it says 8.5 IBU, I doubt it. It's extremely mild, not very bitter. Wow. I take that back. There's a little bit of hoppiness to it. Bitterness, maybe not. Hoppiness, yes. We still have 2 more beers left, Jake.
Yeah. This is true. But we have an unlimited amount of time to drink them. Right? We could literally stream for 10 more hours. It's fine. I don't care.
No. I know.
Great.
No.
Let's have a filibuster where we just stream for like 48 hours.
I'm gonna say pass.
On. Think about it. It'll be fun.
I have thought about it and I said pass.
No, but I need you to think about it until you agree with me.
Oh. So do you hate?
You might be thinking for more than 48 hours, huh?
So we've had on previous episodes, we've used a voice model. We've had that probably, a year and a half, maybe longer. What do you think about the face changer? The Snapcam thing that I used there for a little while. Did you like it?
It's all right.
It's okay? Do you feel like it kind of takes away from the show?
Depends.
I liked when we had the aliens episode, where it was us looking like aliens.
I repressed that.
No, I thought it was great.
It might have been.
I thought it was funny, and especially if we could have done it with an actual focus, if you created this whole chat GTP thing where you're an alien and you are talking to people that you've you've just crash landed or your people have just landed and your first response to us, but in a funny way, I feel like that could have been really funny. Jake, come on, man.
What? Sorry.
I need you to be with me, man.
I'm with you. Focus. I'm focusing. What are you saying?
We're like losing crazy amount of viewers currently. It's just fucking dying.
We never had crazy amount of viewers to lose, Brandon.
You're not wrong. But I keep seeing this thing go up. I see the Facebook shoot up. I'll see a lot of viewers and then I'll see it shoot down. Your ear's starting to hurt you?
I'm exhausted, man.
Why? Getting done shit all day, homie.
I've been at work since fucking 9.
Work. Jake runs a brothel.
Yeah, it's hard work.
For the girls, maybe.
No, it's hard work. It's you know how hard it is to stand in front of a brothel and tell people, hello, good evening, welcome to my brothel. How hard that is. It's not easy.
Have you seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yes.
The part where it's like it's got Cheech, from Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
And he's a guy at the front door and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, we got this is going to be a bit vulgar and I apologize. If you're a young person, you should not listen. But he was like, we got red putty, we got yellow putty. I'm going to try to censor it. And he starts going through all these different, like,
I don't understand.
Sexual parts of a woman between their legs. We got chicken, we got horse, we got, we got stinky, booty, we got flappy. He goes, it's just funny because that's exactly the position you just said when you're standing out front and you're trying to convince people to come into the brothel. That is what Cheech is doing in that movie.
Yeah, no, but
he does get impaled later, but I mean, spoilers.
But like that's not the way that I do that. I stand up there and say, hey, come on in.
Hey, come on in.
Oh, I say, I don't tell, and somebody says, is this the pet store or is this the coffee shop? And I just say yes.
And go.
Like,
yes, it is.
That's what it is.
It's exactly what it is.
And in fact, the only thing they say that it isn't just a brothel. They say this is not a brothel. Somebody asks, like, is this a brothel? It looks like brothel. I say no.
This is not 100% not a brothel.
I said no. It was like, and then I ask, what were you looking for? And they say, I was looking for the coffee shop, the pet store, the whatever. And I say, that's what this is.
That's exactly what this is. All right. So, did you want to finish on a stout, or did you want to finish on this Berliner Weiss? Oh, you have a whole fucking beer, Jake. Jesus.
I'm working on it. I'm tired.
Drink more. Drink more, Jake. Are you gonna chug it? Chug it. Chug.
Stop. We have 20.
First person that types chug in the chat, Jake will chug this beer. So you have to type chug. If nobody types chug, Jake will take his time with it.
You don't have to do that.
Jake will only honor it if you type chug in the chat.
You don't have to do that, people. Do not listen to him. He is lying.
He is a liar.
He is a liar. Yeah, it's great. Oh man.
We get like 0 views on YouTube live.
That's great. That's what we want.
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. If I had more traffic coming into YouTube, I would definitely pull up a chat for them and have a chat available for YouTube. But I never have chat on YouTube. It's kind of hard to get seen. Like Twitch is fairly. I mean, it's not easy by no stretch, but you will get randos in there like Dick No RL. You'll get, and then you'll have like sad customer, and you'll have other people who kind of pop in, but and Facebook, these are all friends, this is family, but YouTube is a beast on its own, and we get nothing on YouTube. I think once I start creating like YouTube shorts, of like funny skits, that things that happen within the show. I think that might be interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
It might pull people in. Make a couple shorts, but until then, YouTube is like kind of a dead zone as far as content. Right. Nobody's coming in there. Nobody's popping in my YouTube and seeing what's going on.
Right.
Man, the only consistent viewer I have is actually my girlfriend.
I'm a pretty consistent viewer.
You're on the show, Jake.
Yeah.
You view it from the outside or from the inside out.
Still, I've attended a lot of these.
So if you didn't catch the horoscopes earlier and you want to hear your horoscope, Brando Damas will make another appearance if you do want to hear your horoscope. But I actually need to hear it from you in the chat. So if you're in the chat and you want to hear your horoscope, or if you watch this later and you want to hear your horoscope, I will read it out to you. Just pop in, whisper on Twitch, shoot me a message on Instagram or YouTube or any of that kind of stuff, and Brando Damas will tell you your horoscope.
We should start doing horoscopes.
Horoscopes.
Horoscopes,
I don't know what that is.
Me either, but it's the word horse and scope together, and it could mean a lot of things.
I'm not consistent. I'm not even watching right now. Thanks, babe. I'm glad you're here. Even if you're not watching, I'm glad you're here. It actually doesn't have that we have any viewers on Facebook, but here you are commenting. So I know that is not accurate. Which is the reason why I never look at how many viewers there are, because I feel like it's never accurate. Which is, is okay. Is okay. Do I want there to be people popping in that have never been on the show or never watched the show? Yes. Does it happen often? Not really. Or maybe they pop in and they don't actually say anything. They come in and they're like, this isn't for me. I wanted to watch video games. Or maybe I wanted to see, we had a guy in there that was a wedgie guy.
A what?
Wedgie guy.
That's what he wants.
He's popped in on multiple episodes, but they were so far between the episodes that we didn't notice.
Okay.
And he does this on multiple Twitches. He pops in and convinces the people to do wedgies. Do you remember there was one episode, well, there was multiple episodes. I think there was at least 2 to 3 episodes where a wedgie was thrown in the mix, in the chat somewhere.
I don't remember that.
There was some kind of contest, whether it was a paper, rock, scissors or what, for a wedgie.
I've never agreed.
There's one we did at Pretoria, and you lost, and I went to give you a wedgie, and you got away from me. But he is a viewer who pops in and throws out wedgies. He throws out just for chaos. It sounds like something Jake would do, just to be chaotic.
Dude, this is somebody jerking off to this. I don't like that.
It's probably not.
What?
It's literally just a guy trying to, like, let's say there's a show where it's like 2 girls who are, I've seen one where the girls are wearing costumes and they're like making something, whether it's with glue or whatever. But I've seen that, and he would pop into something like that and convince them to wedgie the other person, whether it's some kind of contest or whatever. It's hilarious. It makes, and honestly, it got clipped. So if we look under our Twitch clips where people have clipped our show, you'll find 2 or 3 in there where this person has popped in and said something about wedgies.
I don't like that.
I mean, that's hilarious. That's just another layer of chaos.
I don't like that.
That's great. All right, I'm going to open up.
So much happier not without.
I think I'm going to end on the black and white cookie from Decadent Ales, and I'm going to go to Pontoon Brewing next. This is Fusion Smiggles. I'm going to go to this camera, Fusion Smiggles. So I'm going to cover my face up so you guys can actually see this. This is a Fear and Loathing reference. You see the You see the reference, right? If you guys have ever watched Fear and Loathing, this is Bat Country. Anything that's kind of see-through,
Blame the green screen.
it's green. So yeah, it says middle of nowhere, and it has them. And I don't know if you can actually see the license plate. It says Gonzo. So there's little references in there, and then, you know, not that you probably can actually see it.
I can probably actually see it.
So you see the reference. You see the long cigarette. All right, you get the idea, right? You get the idea.
I like it.
Yeah. Not consistent. I'm not even watching right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this one up. This is Pontoon Brewing. This is one of the actual few craft beers that we could actually get in Albany.
Yeah.
So we've had a good bit of Pontoon. We had to go see V.
The V.
Yeah, we had to go see V at Creekside Growler and get ours. But this is a Berliner Weiss, Berliner style Weiss. So usually when they put style in there, that means that like it's of the style, but it's not a pure Berliner Weiss. And they usually do that with German beers. So they don't want to put Berliner Weiss on there. And the German are very particular with their beer. They have a lot of laws within Germany to make sure that the beer stays consistent with heritage and the culture. But this is a Berliner style Weiss. It's with raspberries, graham crackers, cinnamon, vanilla, and lactose. None of those would be able to go into a normal German beer. Even the lactose. So that's usually like milk stouts and, they'll usually add lactose to IPA sometime to make, or sours to make them a little, ooh, the smell though. So Berliner Weiss, or Berliner style Weiss, Berliner Weiss beers, especially if they're made in America, are going to be very similar to sours. Maybe they're going to be very fruit forward, maybe not super sweet, but generally they're going to be pretty close to a sour. So if you're a fan of sours and you see a Berliner Weiss somewhere on the menu at a brewery, you're probably going to be within good company if you decide to get that beer. I'm drinking it in a Three Taverns glass, which Three Taverns is known for their sours. They make really good sours. I like their Earl Grey. Yes.
That's potentially off the topic question.
Okay. Well, I can't drink this until you actually pour yourself some. So.
Don't worry, I'm getting there.
Let's see. More souvenirs. Such great references.
So Brandon.
There's no souvenirs. I bought this hat like a month ago.
So, first, cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
So Brandon, I was thinking about horse girls.
That's actually really.
Like yesterday at work.
So I'm gonna drink my babe's beer because I want her to try this one because I actually think like she's gonna like it.
So. Yesterday at work,
you were thinking about horse girls.
Yeah, pretty much the whole time I was there, I was thinking about horse girls. And
horse girls are crazy, man.
I know. And let me explain. I think the definition of horse girl, like of what constitutes a horse girl, needs to be changed. It needs to be revised.
Okay.
This is what I think. I think. So like right now, I feel like the common definition is
a girl who's infatuated with horses.
Yeah, girl who Yeah, you have like girl who loves horses, right? But I don't think that's harsh enough. Like
having a horse named Angel or something.
Yeah, girl who loves horses. That is horse girl. I think that's not quite nearly harsh enough though, and I think
probably won't. I don't know what you're in reference to.
I think that the new definition of horse girl should be like girl who just doesn't hate horses. You know? Does that make sense?
No.
No, you're not listening.
Okay.
Like, I feel like, right, Brandon, do you love horses or no?
I mean, they're all right.
They're all right, but you don't hate them, right?
I don't hate horses.
Then by this definition, you were a horse girl.
I'm a horse girl.
Right. I think that in order to not be a horse girl, you have to hate horses, right? So I hate horses. I can't stand them. Out of all life on Earth, it's probably the one I'm most upset with.
Probably won't like that one. You would like that one. It's a Berliner Weiss. It's a sour beer. It's tart. It's fruity. It's
pretty goopy.
Yeah.
It's goopy. It's good. I'm pretty sure that I don't know. I think loving horses is not harsh enough. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you don't agree. You don't care.
Well, I mean, to agree with it, I would have to agree with your premise that a horse girl is somebody who just doesn't hate horses.
Yeah,
I think a horse girl is just somebody who is infatuated with horses.
Yeah, but I
like people who like get horses that they can't even afford the horses, but they get a horse to put them they pay for them almost like a storage unit to keep them in a barn. They ride them once every 3 months, and they're all their photos on their Instagram are horses, and it's like a horse girl,
Yeah, but I think those people are bad people. But like, I think those people are like.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those people are bad people. But I think what leads to becoming one of those people is not hating horses, right? If you think horses are okay, I guess, then you always have the potential to become a horse girl at any given point.
I don't think that's the case.
You say that now, Brandon, but then like one day you're gonna come home and you're just gonna be talking about hooves or something.
No.
Or you're gonna be talking about like saddles or something. Or you're gonna be like, Jake, look at my new cowboy boots, which you might do that.
No, I haven't reached that far into my Nashville yet.
But my point is the only safe thing to do is to just hate horses. Like, and I've decided that I'm just from now on just gonna really just despise horses just on principle.
Okay. Bold statement. Statement. I don't hate horses.
You have to make a stand on these things sometimes. Like, I mean, I'm just saying. I think it's.
So if you don't hate horses, you are one step away from becoming a horse girl.
Precisely, and
that's insanity.
Is it? Am I wrong?
I think that horse girls are just obsessive about horses.
I know, and Brandon, you're one bad decision away from becoming obsessive about horses. You underestimate the hypnotic, manipulation of horses, right?
Horses are manipulative.
Yeah.
There's a horse. There's
a
horse cult, and they, get together to find ways to bring people into their horse cult.
Yeah, I think it's literally.
There's like a Kool-Aid that they,
I think
there's propaganda. There's horse propaganda they spread about.
I think horses are inherently manipulative. That's what I'm saying is you have to I feel like if you don't hate them, then you're leaving the door open for the horses to get in. Does that make sense?
No. I'm trying, Jake. I'm trying.
You just need to start hating horses, and you'll understand later. You'll see you'll see your close friends become horse girls, and you won't know why. And you'll remember a time when they just didn't hate horses, right? That's what I'm saying. And so I think anyway. I removed every reference of horses from the house. I went through all the books, and everywhere it said horse, I scratched it out. And anything that we had that had horses on it was gone.
This is the beer that we are currently drinking. Super solid beer, Berliner style Weiss with raspberries, all kinds of fruit. Super good beer. That is Pontoon.
I just don't like horses.
That's fine. That's fine.
I need you to also not like horses.
I mean, I don't hate horses.
I need you to just, like, on principle, not like them. For me. Come on.
This conversation is just...
Did not feel right.
No, it feels forced. It's like I would rather have dead air than continue that conversation.
No, come on.
It's kind of like whenever you try to talk to... When I try to talk to you about, like, scientists cultivating rare African tribes poops for gut biomes and bacteria, kind of like that.
I think that is worse than dead air, actually.
It's kind of like on that
level.
level.
Shut the fuck up about horses. Okay, fine. Fuck you. I really did spend literally all day thinking about this.
You've become a horse girl.
No, I was.
You spent all day thinking about horses. You've become a horse girl.
I spent all day thinking about how much I hated horses.
Which
is maybe toxic.
So you've been to the Parthenon, right, in Greece?
Yeah.
Right, in Athens, and you've obviously been to the one in Nashville. It's not lame. You've been to the one in Nashville. Have you ever looked up on the side of it and saw the many
I just said it was
images
lame,
of a man fighting a centaur and getting his ass whooped by a centaur?
I think centaurs are right.
There's probably 20 images of a man through various ways, like either like getting a centaur in a headlock or getting stepped on by a centaur.
Centaurs have nothing to do with horses.
Those are people who have gone beyond a horse girl and they became a centaur.
They have nothing.
That is the evolution of a horse girl.
They just look like they're horses.
No,
they're not.
That is the evolution. It's like the Pokemon. It's the evolution of a horse girl is to become a centaur.
I think that's probably true, yeah. But
eventually your feet start looking a little more, a little more curved, and then eventually they curl in, and then they become little hooves. You start sprouting, your butt starts arching out, and then next thing you know, 2 legs pop out. You're a centaur. Horse girl to centaur, it's a transition, but it is a thing. That is the final evolution of a horse girl.
I think true centaurs have no relation to horses. Honestly.
Insanity.
I think they just look like horses. They're zero relation.
Junicarty.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Junkarati. What is up? What is up? Thank you for tuning in. We're talking about the natural evolution of a horse girl, how she eventually just evolves into a centaur. That statement alone.
Terrifying.
Junkrat with an I. Junkratty.
Love it.
Junkratty. Yes, I dig it. But yeah, we're talking about, look. We're talking about some silly shit.
I apologize. You caught us on a silly night. I'm not at my best. I'm trying though, and normally.
We've had a lot of beer. If you can see, let me see if I can get this to kind of. Yeah. So this beer above me, up here, where it's going to zoom in a second. That's where we're at so far. So from here onward are the beer we've had so far.
Right. So, Brandon.
Yes.
What we should talk about, besides horses,
and
there are many crimes.
And Junkrat-y. If you want your horoscope, if you know your sign.
Your horoscope?
Yeah, your horoscope.
I thought you said horoscope.
Then I will give you your, just tell me your sign, and I will give you, Brando Damas will give you your horoscope, your predictions.
Just do it.
So, yeah. Throwing that out there. I've got them right here. A lot of mental thinking, and eventually it all came to me. Gemini. Oh boy, Gemini. Let me get on my
You really need that to be a scroll. You know that? We need to bring back scrolls for like our personal library.
Do we?
You're invisible.
Well, that's okay.
There you go.
All right. This is your Gemini. Mercury's retrograde motion through your sign means it's a perfect time to reevaluate your sock collection. Don't be surprised if your mismatched socks gain sentience and start organizing a protest for further footwear rights. Gemini, that is your sign. Is Gemini bad? I can give you a further one if you question it.
I think about 50% of Geminis are inherently bad, yes.
Okay, Mercury's twisted dance through the night sky brings forth doppelgangers and mirrored illusions, Gemini. As the lines between reality and reflection blur, trust no one, not even your own shadow.
That's ominous.
That is ominous. That was your predictions from Brando Damas.
Yeah, man. So, upcoming things.
Oh, okay. Upcoming events that Jake has not told me about.
Yes. These aren't terribly important, but you should know about them.
Okay.
Going to Europe for a wedding.
You've told me about that. You're going to Turkey.
Yeah, leaving on the 28th.
28th?
For the 29th. I think I'm going to miss that Monday.
Okay.
But I'm not totally sure. I might actually be there for that. It all depends on when I can get my flight to New York, because I haven't done that yet. And I need to get on it.
I mean, if you do, you do. You know, if I have somebody lined up to interview, I've done that before. And if not, then I won't go live and we'll wait till you get back. We try to go live every Monday at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Mm-hmm. But if we can't, if somebody bails on us, or maybe the material is just not good enough and we just don't think that it's right for us to put out shitty material, which we're doing currently, we will not go. Or if there's some kind of upgrade to the show.
I'm gonna be honest,
which we do that often, right?
Horse Girl Nights. Let's have like a regular Horse Girl Night where we just talk about how much we love horses.
We just type in to the AI like Horoscopes.
Yeah, we just
like all horses are walking around with these like large scopes on their eyes.
We just convinced ChatGPT to be a horse girl.
Okay.
What's this thing?
A
keychain.
I'm gonna need a keychain from Turkey or Turkey, Jake.
I got you. Don't worry.
Need a keychain of a turkey or from Turkey. I honestly don't think they'll have a lot of keychains in Turkey of a turkey. But they might. It might have a picture of a turkey and say turkey on it.
It's possible. I will get you a knick-knack.
Paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Put on your keychain. Yes. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. I always get weird objects for people. I think I have a bottle stopper from Italy for you from the last trip that I just never gave you. But that's another topic for later.
That's for another time.
Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Yeah. So, and I'm gonna do. I booked a few other shows. Right.
Okay.
I'm playing at the End again November 7th.
All right.
Right. I'm gonna do a few New York shows and a few LA shows.
Okay.
But the actual timing of those is to be determined. But I've pretty much got it figured out. I think. Should be fun. I don't know. And I mean they're all paying gigs, so that's nice.
What sign are you guys? I'm a Capricorn, he is an Aries.
I am no longer an Aries, actually.
And my significant other, listening from the distance, from the ether, is a...
Is she dead?
No, she's not. She's watching through the... Yeah, so she's a Scorpio.
I thought you were saying that she... Like, you were making it sound like she was like a ghost.
So Aries, the star suggests that you try communicating with plants, but be warned, they're not very good at keeping secrets, and rumors of your conversations might end up on the neighborhood cactus gossip network.
I like cactuses.
And for Capricorn, which is my sign, Saturn suggests it's high time you learn to communicate with ghosts, but beware, they have a habit of borrowing your socks and leaving behind cryptic messages written in ectoplasm.
I like ectoplasm. Honestly, I feel like ectoplasm quality stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's a great, Aries are the best. It's a great, like, sealant.
Ectoplasm?
Yeah.
I use it for glue. A lot of times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an adhesive, you know, once you have a sealant, like you spray some kind of liquid on it, like what you do with your super glue over here, it, you know, it solidifies and becomes a great adhesive.
Right.
So Jake, let's drink this beer up. There's no messages, so you don't have to focus. I see your deep pan focusing.
What?
Yes. Let's drink this up. Let's tear down this last beer, and let's call it a night. Because we're almost 3 hours into the show.
We can cut this thing in half on the bandsaw.
I would not prefer that.
Tear it down. Not cool.
Or tear it up, you know? While Jake works on that last beer.
Why are you drink so fast?
I'm not. We're 3 hours into it, Jake. This is Decadent L's. We've had them on before.
It's so much more time.
Black and white cookie. It's an imperial stout with chocolate and Madagascar vanilla bean. I'll show it off to you guys.
Brandon, let's just go like 3 hours over. Come on.
So it's got this kind of like spinny chef that looks kind of like a cookie. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Decadent L's, it says, our rich and velvety imperial stout base with imported Belgian chocolate malts and whole Madagascar and Mexican vanilla beans for natural vanilla icing flavor, layered over a Dutch cacao forward body and finished with chocolate syrup. The New York style classic in a glass. Enjoy. It's 12.2%. It's from Mamaroneck, New York. I mean, I don't even know if I said that right, but that's where it's from. I'm pouring it up. Ooh, tasted it a little prematurely. Let's hear that shit. Take a gander of that. In the Three Taverns glass, representing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shane. Yeah, Shane.
All right, hang on. Wait. Oh my god.
I've never seen you struggle so much with a beer, Jake. Or with beers.
I'm not feeling great.
You're just tired.
Yeah. You know. Ow.
It's supposed to be a wake up, like how Germans do it.
All right.
Wunderbar.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
All right. I need you to like. All right. Turn. All right.
Oh,
I need you to like punch me directly in the face. No, like directly in the. Not like that. I need you to just like, bam. No, but like with all like, I'm gonna lean into it, and I want you to like just, like try and like punch through my skull and out the back of my head.
I've got boxing gloves in there. I can do that.
You don't need boxing gloves, Brandon. Actually, hang on. Let me give you. I think I have like a pair of brass knuckles around. I'll give you those, okay?
I'm gonna drink this beer without you, Jake.
Don't drink that beer without me. It will be cursed.
Well, you're like.
You will curse the beer. You will curse it.
You're like holding on to this little beer over here.
I'm trying. Just like be mellow, dude. Tell me the story, right? Let's just improv a story, all right? Are you ready?
Oh boy.
What? You want
That's my girlfriend.
Let's improv a story, okay?
All right, we're going to improv a story.
So how this is gonna work? So I'm gonna give you like 5 or 6 lines, and you give me like 5 or 6 lines.
All right.
You know, and we just do this, and we just have to keep.
Like novelty style.
Yep. Okay. So in a small town, there was a boy, and the boy's favorite color was
Mexican purple. And in his love for Mexican purple, he painted his whole room in Mexican purple. His parents were like, we're not Mexican. Why do we need a room painted in Mexican purple? And the boy said, how do you even know what Mexican purple is? It's only for need to know people.
And so the boy left his home because his parents hated Mexican purple. They just wouldn't. They was like, if we ever see Mexican purple again, you cannot live here. But he didn't want to give up what he loved, so he left his small town in Ireland to go to Mexico to study Mexican purple. And when he got there, things were not as he expected, because
he found out that in Mexico, where supposedly Mexican purple had originated, the people of Mexico actually hated Mexican purple because it was created by white people, because they made them think about Mexico, or their thoughts of what it meant to be Mexican. But they should have known that purple is not really used in Mexico at all, only in piñatas. So his heart was broken. So he left Mexico after finding out that his Mexican purple was a facade, it's a fake, was wrong. So he went to Germany, where supposedly royal purple, the evil sister of Mexican purple, existed.
But when he got there, he realized how much he missed his piñata friends in Mexico, and he commissioned several piñatas to be made in Germany, but they were just not of the same quality as the ones that he had found in Mexico, and he couldn't have nearly as many conversations with them. And so, distraught, the boy left Germany to return to Mexico, but he did not have the money to get there, so he ended up working in a brothel in Belgium.
In Belgium, he found out that the piñatas he was making in Germany were actually made with Bavarian wood. He was making wooden piñatas from German black wood from the Black Forest, normally used for large grandfather and cuckoo clocks. So when he brought these German piñatas to Belgium and they tried to smash them with their baseball bats were actually broken on these German Mexican purple piñatas. So he fell into a deep abyssal depression. He cut his ear off after many years of painting with Mexican purple and realized his love for horses.
And then the next day,
the next
day after going through this deep tunnel of despair and cutting off his ear, the next day he goes to sleep. The next day he wakes up and his ear has regrown, but it is purple, and he is no longer a boy from Ireland, but is actually Mexican. And he realizes that he has actually become Mexican purple. And this was the first of many miracles that the boy would go on to work in his lifetime, before he was eventually martyred. The Passion of the Christ.
Are you gonna pass the fucking ball back, Jake?
That's the name of the story.
The Passion of Christ.
There you go.
Once he recovered from his depression and moved to Mexico, he became a luchador known as the Purple Fire, and he won many tournaments as the Purple Fire. He wore a cloak of Mexican purple, and all of the other locals were like, man, I really like that color. What is that? He said, Mexican purple. But they didn't understand him because he didn't actually speak Spanish. He only spoke English.
Irish, to be specific.
Yeah, he only spoke Irish. He's like my Irish Gaelic. So they didn't understand him, and he, in his rage, elbow dropped them from the top rope. And if he couldn't, with words, make them believe in the purple flame, he would force it onto them with a fiery, violent elbow.
The boy
was now a man.
During this time, as a luchador would wipe entire cities off the map with elbow drops, because they just didn't like Mexican purple.
All that was left was a purple mist in the air. And you knew the purple flame had struck.
Yeah. And he would often turn water into...
You're still moving it back to Passion of Christ.
He would often turn water
into cervezas.
Into cervezas or tequila. Before he was eventually crucified.
And by crucified, he was actually submitted to the wrestling mood called the circuit.
The crucifixion.
Yeah, is where they wrap your arms around like so, and they stretch you. It's called the crucifixion. But they were not able to beat him because his purple flame elbow drop was too powerful, and he overextended too much, and where it was supposed to just make his enemy unconscious, it obliterated the whole town. So the military got involved from the outskirts of the crater that was left from his elbow drop to try to get rid of this deviant, this creature that had caused such destruction. So they sent the one warrior they knew they could send, who was also a luchador named El Asawipo. El Asawipo.
El Asawipo.
El Asawipo. El
Asawipo wrote himself out of the story and was replaced with a much more sinister villain. A much more sinister villain named
Bergamot Burn.
Bergamot Vermont. And Bergamot Vermont was...
Jake did not like El Asawipo.
Bergamot Vermont was a small child of 12 years old from Vermont.
Bergamot from Vermont?
Yeah, with burgundy hair and pants and shoes. And his entire personality was the combination of those two things. Vermont and Burgundy. That's Bergamot Vermont.
Bergamot.
Bergamot Burn from Vermont. That was his entire personality. It was those two things combined, and it was like.
What was his super move?
His super move was like he would like, he would like get in your head, like mentally, and you would like can his entire being literally be the combination of Vermont and Burgundy and with nothing else there.
Just Bergamot.
And it would just literally, like, and his victim's head would literally explode from that.
Except for our main character.
Oh, Mexican purple dude?
Yeah.
We haven't named him yet.
We did.
His name is Jesus Cristo.
Jesus Christ. His name is
Jesus Cristo.
Quit trying to. He keeps trying to crucify this guy and kill him.
The story is the
Passion of Christ.
The story is the Passion of the Christ. I just want it to be about something else, kind of. But I want to still have like the biblical narrative.
Well, I like the luchador vibe.
Yeah, I do too. I like the luchador. I mean, I think that's good. I think it's actually kind of fun. I like the story. Kind of fun.
Yeah. So I think that's something we can try in the future, but have somebody
It's pretty good. It's better than ChatGPT.
Have our viewers add in something. So if we're like, hey,
yeah, then whoever's talking at the time when they type it has to implement that detail.
Yeah, so we're saying like El Asawipo was flying high on a. This is where you guys. On a what? And then they would be like seagull. So, he was flying high on a seagull, but it wasn't a normal seagull. It was a Steven seagull.
And also, he was high while flying on the
Steven
Seagal. Yeah.
Pronounced Seagal.
Steven Seagal actually has like the superhuman power of flight. He was like, yeah.
He can run really fast.
And do things like that. And the result was I've lost myself in this.
Yes. So I think this is a great time to go ahead and end the show. We're 3 hours into it, Jake. I've had a great time.
4 hours into it.
No.
4 hours.
Negative.
4 hours.
I'm trying to get up from Muay Thai tomorrow.
I'm trying to get up for work tomorrow.
Yes.
I don't care.
I actually want to. So to be able to get up from Muay Thai, I'm going to need to take a shower beforehand. You don't want to be that stinky guy there on the mats. So I'm going to have to do that. And it's going to take 30 minutes to drive there. And I want to get 15 minutes.
When is your Muay Thai?
So I go at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So I can go Monday. My days to go are Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday.
Do Muay Thai?
You can come with me in a class. Yes, it's free. You can come.
Free?
The first couple classes, yeah.
Okay.
If you decide you like it, you can stay longer. Everybody's super fucking nice. And then if you decide you like it, you can start buying, after I would say like class 4 or 5, go ahead and, if you think that's something you actually want to do, you can buy gloves and buy your own shin guards and all that, which I have. I'm getting ready to buy. So one thing I was going to do is I was thinking about attaching a heavy bag to the side of the house.
Sure.
But in the backyard where I would want to attach it, from the grass to where I could actually be able to attach it is very short. Mm-hmm. So you're going to want to attach it probably 8 feet high, and the bag's going to hang. So you got probably a foot of chain, and then it needs to hang to the ground.
Yeah.
So that I would have to actually drill into the siding of the house, through the siding into the actual brick.
You don't want to do it connected to the shop?
I didn't want to like possibly mess something up.
No, that's fine. Actually, that'd be easier to do than mess with the house.
But then if you have like a leather bag, outside, it will probably fuck it up. So I'll have to actually find something to. So I was gonna buy one for the guest room and just buy a floor bag. So one that you fill it with sand, or you fill it with rock, or you fill it with water, and I can just hit it upstairs. Like it's not as good as a hanging bag, not anywhere close.
Dude, if you want to make like a little project, we'll budget it out, and I can make that happen for you. It's not that hard.
But I do want a heavy bag that I can just go and wail on.
Are you okay with storing the bag when you're not using it, so it's not like out in the rain?
I feel like if I put a covering on it that's really good, then it's good to go.
You could do that. I just think that maybe.
So most of these bags are going to be 80 to 100 pounds, sometimes even heavier than that. So to be able to lift it up, and then also like lift up with one arm, but also take it off the chain to carry it somewhere, and then also bringing it back, lifting it up and pulling the chain up enough to attach it. It's kind of tricky. Nope, nobody comment.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my issue. So if I put it out there and had it chained up, I probably wouldn't take it down.
I guess I can imagine it'd be pretty easy to build the little structure to hold it.
It would literally just drill into the side of the building, and that's all you would need. It would drill into the side of the building, and it would hang.
Build a little. What about you build like a little?
You don't even need to. It already exists. You can buy it for fairly cheap.
Put your little roof over it, and then you just use like plastic.
Yeah, there's outside bags thing that basically like creates this conical
I think
seal.
we did the whole thing for attaching your bag thing to the thing for less than $150. And and it would take 2 hours.
Probably.
So if you want to do it, I'll help you do it.
Yeah, I just we had a lot of other
I've thought of how to do it just now.
I mean, you can literally buy the brackets, and they're probably $100, and you can drill them into the side of the building.
Yeah. That's the easy thing.
It'll stick out about 3 to 4 feet, and then something like.
Cool with that.
No, I can't get all in the frame, but you get the idea. It'll 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. It'll stick out a bit. You want some room, because if you're coming around the bag, you don't want to punch the building, or if I'm doing a kick, I don't want to my toe to kick the side of the building, because fuck you up.
Yeah.
But anyways, Jake, let's go ahead and let's call it a night. I think that's great. If you ever want to come in on the episode with me, yeah, we'll cheers it out for the end of the night. So if you ever want to come to one of the classes, it's free for a little while. At least the first little bit's free, and then after that, you'll have to pay.
Anxiety.
It's not bad the price though. It's really not bad.
$400 a day?
Huh?
$400 a day.
Hell no. I used to pay for CrossFit. I used to pay $150 a month, and I could go twice a week. Mm-hmm. This is $140 a month, and you can go unlimited. So if you want to go in there and just punch bags, you can do that. If you want to go to the classes, if you want to go to 3 classes to 4 classes a day, you can do that.
Punch people?
You can go to probably 20, 30 classes within a month for the price of.
And you can punch people.
Yes.
Okay.
But honestly, everybody goes really easy on you. They're like, oh, this is your first day. They go really easy. They go really slow. Everybody's been super insanely nice. So that's kind of why I stuck with it.
What's the age range?
Dude, I had a little girl. I had like a 12-year-old girl beat me up a couple days ago.
All I'm saying is, if I go to this and it's all 12-year-old girls.
It's everything from 12 all the way up to I'm 40 almost. So.
All the way up to 40.
I mean, it's all ranges. It's called all levels. So the 11 o'clock class is the all levels class. So it could be your first day or your third year. I think you have to. It's invite only. So after you've been there for a while.
I think I'm just gonna fucking walk in there, and then when they tell me it's invite only, I'm gonna be like, fucking bet challenge.
Well, they're gonna wreck you.
Yeah.
All right, Jake. Let's cheers this and let's call it a night.
I think
it's been a great night. If you guys want to see the beer, it's coming up right up here.
Brandon, I think I'm latently like an expert at Muay Thai.
So that is all of our beer for the night.
It's like a latent skill that I just need to tap into, and that
so that was
naturally
black and white
I will
cookie.
Be a total expert just naturally. What do you think?
Probably not.
Humor me.
Sure. You're a fucking genius.
That's what I wanted to hear. Yep.
All right, guys.
You heard it. Brandon, who himself is an expert at Muay Thai, has told me that I am literally a genius Muay Thai prodigy that can just jump into any Muay Thai thing and it doesn't matter if I haven't trained or practiced at all ever, or done anything athletic ever, but these athletes that have been doing this their whole lives, that it's like their dedication. I'm gonna just jump in there and just I'm gonna fight like 20 of them at once, and they won't even touch me.
Sure. Cheers, Jake. Cheers.
That's what I think.
I'm calling it a night, Jake.
Brandon, come on.
Boozy boy.
Let's pick up.
You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys hopefully next week.
Damn it. All right. Fine, we can end. I had a lot of fun. It was great.
I had a lot of fun, and I actually really like this improv thing that we were doing.
That was actually.
I think that's something
really good. I think we should do that again. It's every now and then, I feel like we were wandering in a desert, and then eventually it was like, is that oil? That's oil.
Is that? Oh, I thought you were gonna say an oasis, but oils. Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's sort of the same thing.
Struck gold.
If you find an oasis, you just survive, right? But you're still sort of in the middle of the desert. If you strike gold, you get rich, but you might die.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be stuck out there. So, I mean, yeah, oil and gold only does you so much if you can't get away.
You can't eat oil and gold. That's true.
Or can you?
I would rather, if I'm the type of personality, honestly, that if I was struggling in a desert for survival, I would rather find oil than an oasis. I know that's crazy.
A smidge. All right, guys. We've had a great night. I love all of you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for checking out our small little show.
Thank you.
It's been awesome. You guys stay tuned. We try to go live every Monday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We can't.
Sometimes we're really great.
And sometimes we're not.
Just trust us.
So I hope you guys have a great night. Jake says bye.
Bye.
Brandon says bye.